Hello, internet friends, and welcome to Quests and Cthulhu. It is Saturday night. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it. And Thomas wants you all to know that we are just 13 subscribers away from 2,600 subscribers on YouTube. So if each one of you talked to 5 of your friends, knowing how persuasive you all are, we would probably get 5 subscribers. So get on that, people. It's just that easy. Call your parents. Have they subscribed? Do they know how great we are? Anything you do, we appreciate. And YouTube, we love you. Let me see, I have to do math. 2,587 of you we love. The rest of you we're learning to like. So, come along. Or not, yes. We are, as I said, we are here for the weekend. I want to start off right away. Speaking of YouTube, we had a YouTube contest. We asked YouTube for 2 weeks in a row who was winning the contest to have the most Amy's. We keep a little leaderboard here. Emma's are if you use inspiration and you fail the roll critically. Amy's or if you use inspiration and you just fail the roll, you do worse than you did before. Emma leads the Emma board without question. The Amy board, however, that's Alexandra, our own Tiana is leading that. And so great Gavo Kit, you have won that giveaway on YouTube. If you would email the Quests and Chaos email address, info at
contact
questandchaos.com.
.org.
Yep.
No, not .org, .com.
No,
Like what?
We're working on a nonprofit thing. Right now, we're not for profit. If we make money, it's kind of an accident. We're very excited. That's the difference. Not for profit versus nonprofit. Now you know. So drop us a line, contact at questandchaos.com, and we will get a prize out to you. Thank you so much. And tonight, we have more prizes. Last week, J. Matthews 85 gave away a copy of Harlem Unbound. This week, not to be outdone and always coming a week later, it's me giving away a copy of Harlem Unbound. So we're going to get Harlem Unbound out there everywhere we can. So it'll be hashtag chaos at the break to win a copy of Harlem Unbound tonight. So we got a few quick announcements to go through. As always, beer. Carry on. Gordon Biersch, lovely, wonderful. They are fine, salt of the earth people, and they make beer. Don't make root beer, but and we love them. Second, we've got another full week here of content coming up. We have Monday. It's what might be the close, the finale of our Carbon 2185 scenario. But then again, it's Quests and Chaos, so there could be 4 more. Who knows? We're not sure. But our Carbon 2185 campaign is coming towards an end. I'm trying to think of what's an 80s like end of a series sequel, like really bad. Like what was it's Carbon 2185, The Final Battle. Man, did I love V. You know what? This week, it's not G.I. Joe moments. We're going to go V moments because V was fantastic. The 80s miniseries V was incredible. It was a story of first contact, and these visitors, as they called themselves, were just really nice people who wanted to help us. But then we found out they were lizards and they wanted to eat us. And so this ridiculous resistance of stupid people tried to fight them, and the final solution that beat the visitors was hot air balloons full of poison that only killed visitors. And so they floated these balloons all over the world, and it put out this poison everywhere that sent the visitors away until they came back for V, The Final Battle. So Carbon 2185, The Final Battle. Oh, V. I loved V.
So a couple names from V, just in case, when you're just like, it was terrible, everybody was terrible. Mark Singer was in it.
Yes.
Michael Ironside.
He was. Michael Ironside played a character named Ham Tyler. And Robert Englund, Freddy
Willie,
himself, played a visitor who defected to the humans. And in the even worse than the miniseries TV series, he was a bartender at a bar. He was, and oh man, so in the miniseries, when the visitors talked, they had a voice effect like, but in the TV series, that was too expensive. So they made through this whole thing that the weird poison that they let out changed all of the visitors' voices, so they no longer used the voice effect. Oh, V. I love V. Now I want to run a V campaign.
As long as I get laser guns and flying cars.
Yeah, man. They had actually the flying shuttles were pretty cool.
Yeah.
They were pretty nice. Did we just lose Nick? I think we just
lost Nick.
Yeah, Nick's gone. Hold on.
We'll be dealing with that in a second. I can just talk about V for,
Yeah, I know. I mean, you can talk about that for hours.
Stop talking about it, because otherwise you're just going to get more bits, apparently.
What?
No. The people love V. By the way, do yourself a favor. Go to YouTube, listen to the V theme song. Well, now I'm going to tell you all what I really think of you.
You don't need to. I already know, mate.
Let's see. Where's my help sign? I think I still have it.
Hold on. I gotta just do this.
It says hello, internet.
Have we had no sound this whole time?
No. Only on the.
It sounds like we're back now.
Only when Thomas came in and touched things.
All right, now. So
to be fair,
did Nick die?
The therapist made this for me, and it's amazing.
Who made it?
Yeah, mine's over there.
Oh, nice. So there's a slight chance we're gonna do a welfare check on Nick, and
who apparently isn't on the internet either.
Oh wow!
Wow,
Nick has left the internet.
Where's my phone? Should I text him? Just be like,
yeah.
Let me see. Maybe he dropped me a message.
He's giving nobody messages. Nick,
Nope.
As we all pause to look at our devices.
All right.
I'm imagining Nick doesn't even realize.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Nick is just.
Do you want to take care of that?
Like, oh, everybody's really quiet.
Yell about the bits right now.
Sure, let's do some bits.
Okay. Does anybody else want to give Ezra bits right now? Just do it now. So
Should
that
I talk about V more?
I'm only angry once today.
Or is now the time to bring up Otto Man? Otto Man was a show. So Otto Man was a show. 80s. I can talk about 80s TV forever, but Otto Man was a show about a living hologram with terrible science, and I think it was so bad that it was actually canceled during the first episode.
That's an accomplishment.
It was pretty bad. The best part of Otto Man had this laser car that he would drive, and every time he turned in right angles. And so they cut to the same bit every time of him driving and turning, and because he was a hologram, he didn't react. But the guy in the car would go, bam, up against the window. 10-year-old me loved that.
All right, internet, have you had enough?
Oh, Vendika Sean is going with some deep cuts. Street Hawk.
Oh.
And the master. Oh man, Thomas pulling out some Lee Van Cleef action.
What? I don't even know any of this.
Street Hawk. The best part of Street Hawk was it was a motorcycle, this superpowered motorcycle that a guy used to fight crime, but he could only fight crime of an auto persuasion. Like it had to be something he could drive to. And the big thing about Street Hawk was that Street Hawk could stop on a dime. And in the opening credits, they'd go like, that would literally happen where it would just stop right away. Oh, trust me, Vendika Sean, I can match you 80s TV.
Oh, man.
That's going to be our new podcast.
Yep. So subscribe for 9 months. And Here's the reason why Slythy has just entered his 5K bits badge, because he gave Ezra 500 bits.
Slythy!
So there's that.
I don't want to say who his favorite person in this stream is, but
man, we get to watch 2 marriages devolve in real time.
Fire your gaffer.
Wait,
Fire
my marriage might be fine. Let's see what Amy says coming up here.
No, actually, it might not be. So Jay Matthews, also Ezra 500. And Winter Nightingale, also 500 for Ezra.
Wow.
I love you anyway, just because your name.
You know why she did that? Because V has no vowels in it.
Ooh.
Are we getting any
Her new
bits?
favorite show.
Are we what, Tom?
Did we get any bits? The rest of us?
I thought Tom asked if we were recording this.
No, just kidding. This is where other marriages dissolve. So we have 4 already from last time because we were bits heavy last time. And the only person who's basically saving us is Squirrel on the Run.
Thank you.
La 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 la.
Our favorite Twitch user.
Yeah,
I choose to
our
believe
number
my
one.
wife.
We only have one number 1. It doesn't float. We only have one. It's Squirrel on the Run. There is no other.
Yep, exactly. We love her.
I choose to believe my wife loves me despite evidence to the contrary.
No, just because of the oatmeal cookies. That's it, right?
I make those.
That's why she keeps you around. That's it.
Oh, I see.
Best reason.
Has anybody found Nick yet? I've texted him.
He's lost.
You know,
Yeah,
somebody have his pinky? Does somebody have his pinky?
No, he's one of the ones that we don't.
we should just tell Nick stories because, man, Nick is a character.
Hey,
So he lost his connection and trying to restart his PC. It won't start trying to look into it. We may never find him again.
Well, at least we know he's not dead because he's texting you, unless you know it's some algorithm in the code.
A bot, a Nick bot.
A Nick
Oh
bot.
boy. So Andrea of the Burbs also gave the players 500 because they need help against her dice. So
Thank
that's
you.
this is true.
Accurate.
I mean,
Very
these
true.
beautiful birds of paradise that I've been using to cause massive
Havoc.
damage to the players.
so
I feel like-
can
Here's another 80 SCTV. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
when Ezra was in the studio, I intentionally used to try and hide them.
So did I. I would make sure they were on our side of the table when I'd go through and set the table.
Yeah, I can't, like right now, I can't find them. I don't know where they are. Otherwise, I'd try and roll with them.
Oh no!
I-
Did the prototypes go missing? Thomas,
They
where'd you
got
put
cleaned
them?
up. They got
Yeah, they
cleaned
got
up.
the new studio has they're gonna be artifacts found, I think, for a while. I want to shout out my favorite Twitch user, the Baroness, who
Yes.
is joining us, and my beloved wife wanted to make sure it was known that those bits that she gave were for the Baroness. And the Baroness hooked, as Tom is showing us, hooked us up with these awesome coasters. That, you know what? That's what it is. Nick's coaster exploded.
Oh no, we all have them in our house.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well, you know what? I think we're going to get started.
I got
And
one more. The Apollyon gave 500 for her favorite instigator. I don't really know who that is.
That's you, Emma. I saw the Twitter conversation.
I instigate nothing.
You instigate everything.
I instigate like a monkey with a stick of dynamite. That's how I instigate.
So constantly. Got it.
And haphazardly and irresponsibly.
I imagine Nick is actually sitting in his room there, drinking a Jack and Coke, going like, "Oh no, reboot, please."
Oh no, come back.
No, he's probably like, come on.
This is finally the thing that makes Nick go apoplectic.
I just imagine him
I wonder,
being
wait,
like
let's see
Jim
if he's in the
Wilder.
Twitch chat. That would be funny if he was in the Twitch chat.
Should I tell him to
Ooh.
just get in the chat so that he
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
miss
right.
just play from the chat?
Tell us what you want to do there.
Yeah.
Actually, he can't because he doesn't have any
computer.
internet
Right.
or his computer.
I mean, do it on his phone.
Yeah, on his phone.
I mean, that
That
was
would
what
be funny. I believe Nick's phone is actually a rotary dial.
Actually, that's a really good question. Thomas, could we just audio bridge him in from his phone? Thomas? Did Thomas just leave town?
Probably.
He's with Nick, wherever Nick is.
Yes.
So we're losing the males of the channel. Damn.
Bye, Tom.
Tom looks terrified.
I should have just like cut my camera then right there.
That would have been a great bit.
I was like, the Duchess could play today.
Rachel thinks that the mustache has Nick hostage.
Ah.
Plausible.
That's probably what it is. Everyone find your mustaches and stab them.
Now I'm glad I don't have one. So we'll do a quick. Well, look at this.
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Watros. Rachel just gasped. I heard Rachel gasp.
What did I miss?
What you did?
We made fun of you a lot.
Oh, man.
I put them in.
Rachel, I heard an audible from.
Well, I came running in here to fix this.
I love you, Rachel. We're not making fun of you, I promise.
Rachel is really glad you're back, Nick. That's really the takeaway here.
He doesn't have a mustache either. That's a
That was
thing.
awesome.
I'm just waiting for the mustache to attack him. That's all.
Oh man.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
My.
You okay?
I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting a little later to figure out what exactly happened, because that was not.
Why is there
fun.
smoke in the room?
No.
A little grayer in there.
You know, when you try to get your PC running, it starts smoking. As there we go. All right. Is this better?
Person accidentally texted.
There he is.
Send a text to somebody that wasn't Nick.
It was a group text. Like the first thing I was like, I gotta find Nick. I typed in his name in a group text with Thomas popped up. And then I was like, somebody's like, I'm at home. What's up? I was like, who the hell's 206 area code? Who is that?
I can see
Why
if I
are
can.
they in this group conversation?
Do you know who this person is, Nick?
Not my thing.
Oh,
Today has just been like, wow. I
How
think we
did
already
it
had a
fun?
great adventure. Thanks, guys.
I mean, this is basically how my week has been. So, you know, I'm at the point of this might as well happen.
Sounds like a mustache area code. Yeah, that's about right.
No,
I feel like maybe we should just start over.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hello, internet friends.
We could all say that together. That would be awesome.
We would
Three,
never
two,
be in
one.
sync.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, we're actually here, believe it or not, to play Call of Cthulhu. I think we're here to play Call of Cthulhu.
Nope.
Have you guys beaten the thing yet? Did I?
Yeah, it's done. Well, actually, with Tamagatora, it gave 1,000 bits to improve the gorilla's chance of survival. Who does that go to?
Us, I think, because we don't really want to kill him, and Ezra plays the one who wants to die.
Is that fair? Does that make sense?
Go ahead. It won't help.
I know.
Okay,
Ooh.
Is that inspiration reserved for the gorilla then?
maybe.
Oh,
Thank you, Jay Matthews, for all the subs.
that's awesome.
Jay Matthews just gifted 5 subscriptions.
Yeah.
Nice.
If only he'd give away a copy of Harlem Unbound. No, that's what I'm doing.
This week.
You were here last week, right?
Nah, he was in a few
I've already
states.
forgotten last week. That's
Last week?
Last week. Yes.
Last week.
speaking of last week, some of your plans went awry. Some of your plans went not as awry. You found Donald. He had been tortured by wrong finger. It was the pinky.
Mm.
He'd been tortured by Carl Stanford, and Donald believes that Stanford did something to him that he doesn't know what that is. You pretty much decided that's it. We've got to attack Ho Fang. And then the car crash plan that you came up with worked better than really it had any right to. And you managed to gum up the gates to Ho Fang's while you and a team of mercenaries jumped over, and you fought your way through. A bunch of mercenaries got killed by something in the water that we're all pretending isn't there anymore, and and then you made your way into the complex, and you found a temple to the Bloated Woman, and something happened, and there was a rumbling sound, and you started to leave that area, and you came back out into the courtyard. At that point, everybody came together, and a massive column of dark gray smoke shot into the sky and was like reverse pooling in the sky. I like how I'm looking at my hands that are off camera as I'm like reverse pooling in the sky. Up in there, there's just a round field of this dark gray smoke that seems to be connected to that room, and one of the gorillas, whose name John Corbett. Corbett.
Which one is he? Is he?
I wrote it down. He's the English gorilla.
But
yeah, it's a Tune.
Yeah,
Tune. Not that.
Yeah.
And Ping is Silva.
Ping is Silva, the Portuguese guy who's quite mad,
Quite mad.
Apparently, we are doing a shirt giveaway. So it's hashtag shirt in the right now. Hashtag shirt in the chat. You have your choice of 3 of our fine shirts, none of which are the Great Dane Society, so I don't care.
What can you do? But I'm wearing one of them today.
I need that sweet merch money, man. That's how you make all the money, is merch. There's no. That's how we get those sweet LEDs back there. That's
yeah, merch money.
We should do a Great Dane Society logo shirt. I think it looked good.
That would be epic.
I have the Great Dane Society logo right over. I'm reversing.
Other shoulder.
Other shoulder.
So the gorilla somehow rode all the way up and came flying down and did not die because he's eternal. And that is where we left it. So you are in the courtyard of Ho Fang's mansion. There is sporadic gunfire from the few mercenaries that you still have left. It is all of you in this courtyard with Corbett, with Tun, and this awful cloud of smoke. And hey, is the water in that pool bubbling again?
We're not near it, so we wouldn't know, right? We kept our distance.
You're not standing in it, but I mean that courtyard isn't so big as you can see from the map.
Yeah.
Well, we're from what I remember, we were right at the bottom edge of the of the courtyard because we went into the room where the little girl was.
Right.
Well, little girl.
I mean, she was little.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's right. You did come into a room with a young woman who was eating. Looks like eating a person that Ping had killed, and Ping was having a tea party with her, and they both gave you the international symbol to be quiet, and you all said okay and left. And so they are in there. Let's see.
Would it count if
With
she
vampire children and psycho gorillas?
would it count if the little girl killed him? Would she break the curse and kill him, or does it not count because she's a ghoul now?
If she's human.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would.
I mean,
so you are.
I intentionally didn't bring it up because I was like, we don't need to give Ezra more ideas. We just don't.
Sorry.
So Tiana, on the map that is in there, you are about where that X is, like at the corner of that open courtyard by the pool.
It was a bigger pool than I thought it was. Okay.
It's quite a large pool, yes. So that is where we stand right now, and we are in initiatives. So let's see. The gorilla has 100. So on 100, Tun stands up a little groggily, and like as he stands up, you see like broken bones just coming back together, and there's an awful cracking noise, and almost instantaneously, he's standing back up and like looking around. That was that 90s, 80s. I think 80 is Donald.
That's me. All right. So Donald will lead the group, but he's not so by himself. I guess he'll be the first one through the door. And the next door we have in our kind of treehouse of horrors here, the third one down. We'll just check the next room and let's see.
Are you going to open the door?
Yeah, he'll open it up.
Okay, so as you go to open that door, it flies open, and coming out of it is this gentleman that you recognize as the notorious Ho Fang.
Ooh.
He is coming out. He looks
NHS?
like he is in his sort of dressing. He looks like he was asleep maybe or something. And he comes out and he opens the door, and you are both surprised to see each other. And he will slam the door shut as soon as he sees you. So make an opposed strength roll to like pull. Would you like to keep the door open?
Yeah.
Okay, make an opposed strength roll.
All right.
Oh, birds of paradise!
I failed that roll. Do we want to inspire this, or are we really low?
I don't know. How well
Yeah.
did he succeed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a hint.
Fuck.
Oh.
Or we can just.
Verbs.
I failed. He's faster than me.
All right. Yes, he is faster than you, and he is stronger than you. He just banks the door closed.
Do I have any other actions before it turns over?
What do you want to do?
I'll blast a shotgun into the door.
Ooh.
I'll just shoot the door open.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Make me a shotgun roll. You're not going to miss, but let me see like how.
This is where we use inspiration.
Yeah.
So 35 is a hard success.
All right, so kablam! It becomes clear to you very quickly that this door is metal. Unlike everything else in this area, this everything else you've seen has been pretty light wood. This door is metal, and the door to the temple was metal. Although that doesn't seem to matter now. All right, that was 80s, 70s.
Oh, I'm 75. So the door is metal. Does it look to me like the wall around the door is reinforced? Because
Yes.
that's what everyone forgets. Damn, he's smarter than most.
You know, he's been a crime boss for a while.
Fair enough. Shoot. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll move down and see if there's anything going on at the door below it. Because what?
Staying in the main building?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were saying something, Donald, but you're
I guess, can we talk or not?
sure.
I doubt he reinforced the ceiling.
That is a very fair point. How tall is the building? And does it look like it's possible to get in?
So
Going over
it
the top.
has the buildings on the left, the servants areas are about 7 foot tall, and they have a flat roof. The villa has one of those peaked, gabled, tiled roofs.
Might be a little bit hard to get in through there, though.
I mean, not if you're a gorilla.
Someone can rip the roof open. We use those grenades of ours.
There we go.
Or
All right,
use the gorillas.
I'll turn to Tuntun and ask him if he'd be willing to do that. To rip the roof off the place.
Of course, yeah. He'll do that on his next turn. Like that was 70s, 60s.
I think it's You go.
We'll go mustache first.
Oh, I was gonna just I don't know if I can hear if the door actually made a click if he started to actually lock it with the shotgun going off.
Yeah, the shotgun pretty much means you.
So I would just run up to the door as quick as possible and try and like twist the door and then slam into it if he's
okay. Make a strength roll.
I do have dice to play this game.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Can I get inspiration?
Sure.
can I get inspiration?
You have your
could.
own.
Have it, right?
Yeah, you have your own.
I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Regular success.
All right, you feel a give in the door. It doesn't. It does like that tells you it's not locked.
So he can't like bolt it right now if I'm pushing against it.
That's right.
All right.
All right, Joan. There's a crowbar.
Crowbar.
Yes.
Get in there. There's a
So
crack.
right now there are 2 people and a very recent shotgun blast crowded around the door. So for you to get in there, you're gonna have to like I would give you a penalty die on anything you did trying to like reach around everybody.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to try a dex roll so I can maybe get in on the bottom and start wedging.
Okay, do it.
All right.
Oh, this poor door's had enough.
No.
All right.
Nope.
So you there's just too much going on around the door and a very recent shotgun blast. It still has you a little.
Yeah.
All right. You hear bubbling. It sounds like the water in that pool is boiling.
Whatever we're doing.
And you hear everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
Yeah.
I need some dice, don't I?
We just got raided by
What?
Nightheart Gaming. Welcome,
Oh,
Nightheart Gaming. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, and they are currently assaulting a fortress. If anybody who made the spot, what's that smile for, Amy?
It's only a spot hidden.
did you fumble?
I don't, but yeah.
All right,
Did we really only have one person make that? My goodness.
nice. All right, so who made it?
Donald did.
All right, Donald, you are acutely aware that there are none of those mercenaries that you guys brought with you around that are still alive.
Oh, this
The
is
ones who didn't die at whatever that pool is are gone.
Oh, that was quick.
We have so yeah, that is what you're aware of. Now, Amy, you're so busy. Look, you're like Donald goes, "Where are the mercenaries?" And Emma goes, "Hey, yeah, where are they?" And she starts looking around, and you see coming out of the pool. The pool is boiling, and coming out of it is the figure of some sort. It looks like one of those like early human fertility god statues, where it's just this ridiculously fecund figure with a small head and small legs, and it is boiling out of the water, and it looks at you and it screams, and the scream kind of sounds like a gargle.
Okay.
Make me a sand roll.
Oh boy. I was like, what's my
Go
sand?
Toro wonders if it's the Duchess.
It is water. So yeah, I also missed that.
Nice. You lose 2 sanity
Oh,
as you realize this is the thing that just killed all of those people, all
Okay.
of those mercenaries lying around here. And you got to. So here's what'll do it. You with that spot hidden roll, you notice that the 4 mercenaries that are lying here dead all have water in their mouths.
interesting.
They don't have any visible wounds.
They drowned dry.
They stopped to take a drink instead of.
I was about to say, is there like a boat or a flotation device around here? Because that's I feel like
all
we're
right,
gonna
that-
drown.
Water wings with the elder sign inscribed on them.
Emma, it is your initiative.
Yeah, so because I've lost some insanity and I rolled 100, I think appropriately Emma would be looking for, instead of pulling her firearm of fireworks, that's for later. That's for when she has it together. Right now, she's screaming, "We're all gonna drown," and looking for a life preserver.
All right. Yeah, you start to you start looking around that corner for a life preserver, and sadly you are finding none.
Now, is there like gardener stuff or anything useful that I come across when I'm like, no?
I mean, sure, yeah, you find like you find one of those pool nets.
I'll take it. I'm saving somebody with this pool net. I don't know who yet, but I know it's gonna come in handy.
Someone is gonna get hit by this. All right. So since we got raided, by the way, I think we're doing a giveaway, right?
Thomas has to tell me these things. I don't know what's happening. There's everybody's hashtag birds. Things have gotten out of hand.
Apparently for Eldebrat won the t-shirt, and now because there was a raid, we are giving away a set of these fabulous Birds of Paradise dice.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
Not to a DM. That's all I got to say. I have to put that you cannot use it against your players.
They have been rolling very well for me. So hashtag birds apparently is the hashtag to get in for those dice that I cannot recommend highly enough. One out of one DMs highly recommend Birds of Paradise dice to kill players.
That's 100%.
0 out of 5 players do not recommend.
There it is.
There it is.
Damn those dice.
So as we start the new round, that pool of smoke in the sky, it's almost like the film reverses and the pool sinks back up and the cloud shoots back down. But this time it doesn't go into the temple. It shoots into that pool. And so the smoke is now mingling with that water. And there's this like mini tsunami around that's like just spinning and forming. And the form of that fecund figure is now like materializing with the combination of the smoke and the water together.
Let's get in this room.
Yes.
Gorilla.
So we sure it's not smoke and mirrors, right?
There we go.
Wow.
So that was that on a 100. Tuntun springs up onto the roof and just starts tearing tile off of the roof, throwing it over his shoulders. And
Didn't he have it hit the water lady?
It won't matter.
Just
for my amusement.
sure, one of the tiles splashes into the water, and when it does, it's almost like it bakes instantly. It hits the water and it just like bakes and crumbles. All right, Donald, 80s.
All right. If Alexandra is ready, I'm going to lift her up on the roof.
Okay.
All right.
You else want
Sure,
to go?
yeah. You no problem. You have gotten her up. So what this will be, Alexandra, is I'll give you a bonus die on a climb roll.
Oh, good. Have points in climb. Yep.
All right. Yeah. So you are now up on the roof. No problem. All right. That was 80s. 70s. You get up on the roof. 60s. This time, Joan will go first.
All right, I'm going to try to wrench that door still. We got to get that guy.
Yeah. Donald moved away from the door a little, so you don't have that penalty die anymore.
Thank you.
Actually, can we work in unison, take our turn together and get an advantage on that roll to get the door
100%.
open?
Yeah. So Flint is going to help you with you get the crowbar in there and Flint sees that. So yeah, you have a bonus die.
Okay. Oh yeah, 15.
Nice.
That is an excellent roll. Let me pick up these Birds of Paradise.
Nope.
Who, by the way, this door has rolled in the 80s the last 3 times. So sadly, but no longer.
And you said that.
So you get a little purchase in there, and you definitely feel like the door is not locked. There's something like trying to push the door back, but you have started to lever it open. There's like now you can see a crack where it is getting in there.
All right.
So that was you two. Back to Emma, who has you're standing there with a net staring at this,
Yeah, I'm kind of in that come at me, water lady. Let's do this. My
gosh.
net.
That's water smoke lady to you.
Okay. Is there
I feel funny.
Is there anything?
Oh, go ahead.
Is there anything that like I could scoop out of her or whatever with my net?
That tile. You could get that tile out of her.
Sure, if you'd like to try.
Yeah, I just want to poke
an intelligence roll.
Oh, why?
That's why I said I feel funny asking for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a 39, so obviously I miss. Not that smart.
All right, yeah, you scoop the net into this thing, and it is far more material than you would expect a combination of water and smoke to be. So you don't actually get, like, that's what you'll get out of this, is that the net, like, you're passing through something that is materializing.
Okay.
Whew. All right. At the start of this turn, the smoke and the water, the smoke has now come completely out of the sky. It is the spinning, the tsunami effect is stopping, and this figure is starting to materialize and take form. And let's see here. I think I have a horrible picture for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
Why is it never nice pictures?
You know, it's not that kind of game. Let's see here. I should just, like... Oh, no, we can't do the share screen thing because that messes up.
It does.
Everything, unfortunately. I chat, but I can't.
Well, so as I'm looking for that picture, the thing is material, and you do not think that you want to be here when it materializes, Emma. That is your professional opinion.
Is there anything else I can derive from those two things? I mean, I know I didn't roll great, but like...
Oh, interesting.
So I think Emma would probably think that if you wanted to kill it, though, you would have to wait till it materializes, just from what she knows about the Black Pharaoh and about the concept of, like, you have to be, you know what I mean? Once you become real, or no, it was on Nitocris. That's it, from Nitocris, where once you become real, I can actually kill you.
Right.
And Chlorel has done has given us 1,000 bits to Emma and her net, because you know what? When in doubt, sometimes you just have to go. You have to go try it. Yeah,
right.
I think we can all support that
completely. 100%. Uh-oh. Oh my God.
I like
wow.
her situation up here.
I like her fan. It's a cool fan. And her hat.
I want that.
No. If her fan has blades at the end of that, we don't like that fan.
I mean,
here comes Kitara has really let herself go. It's a joke for you Mortal Kombat fans.
Yeah.
Maybe I should singularize that.
They keep making the damn thing. Someone's buying them.
Oh, that's true. So yes, that horrible thing is in front of you. And here's what I'll give you, because you've had some experience with this. If you are still facing this thing next turn, there will probably be more sanity rolls.
Okay.
As an aspect of Nyarlathotep appears in front of you. Because you, like, somehow, despite the pool net and despite your general Emma-ness, this is the Bloated Woman. This is an aspect of Nyarlathotep.
Okay. Got it. So if I don't have any more action, wait, is it still my turn? I got lost.
No, this all happened at the start of the round. So on 100, Tuntun will look at you, Alexandra, and he'll stop working, and he says, "I don't suppose you're here to kill me."
The assault on the compound isn't done, and I need you to get in here.
Right. So as he says that, he says, "Right." He like opens up the roof, and as he opens up the roof, you hear, you see a hole in his forehead. Some beam of light came out of that room, and inside the room, you hear swearing in in Chinese.
Okay.
That was on
person turns into a gorilla.
Probably.
and there's 1 second where Corbett locks eyes with you, and he just looks like you've never seen a more content gorilla in your life, and just utterly at peace, and then just falls over backwards dead.
Rest at peace, mate.
And as he falls, the body turns into a small English soldier of fortune dressed in 1500s. He's got like a breastplate and one of those ridiculous conquistador helmets.
Oh, great.
And that was hundreds. So back to Donald, 80s.
This door still isn't open.
Oh, by the way, that was utterly silent. Whatever that beam was, it was utterly silent.
Okay.
So the door is not open, but is it ajar? Could Donald shove into it right now? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, sure. Make a strength roll.
While they're prying and there's resistance, I'll see if I can just knock it open.
Okay. Make a strength roll.
Get a good running start.
Right.
30. So 30 is a success, regular
Oh,
success.
yeah. All right. You beat the door. So you, bam, like they're both holding on to this crowbar and putting a lot of leverage into it. And you just come flying in and shoulder the door, and you feel whatever resistance was there suddenly give up. And bam, you come in and you see some guy who was blocking the door is now like sprawled on the ground. And behind him, you see a 1,000-pound gorilla wearing the remnants of the night clothes that you saw Ho Fang in.
Oh.
And this is not the most content gorilla you've ever seen. He's like looking at his hands and like saying something in Chinese that is probably not appropriate for our young viewers' ears. And so, yeah, you get the door open. Now it is 80s, 80s, 70s, Alexandra. So you are up on the roof. You just saw him fall. There's a hole in the roof.
So I saw like light come up from the room. Is the light
a very concentrated beam of light, and
So
the hole in his forehead is about that big and goes all the way through, and it seems like it's 100% cauterized.
So modern Tiana would think like a laser of some variety.
Sure.
Okay. Is that light still shining?
No.
Okay. I mean, it's a little done now, but the hole in the roof is open, so I'm going to come down through the hole.
All right. So
and rejoin my friends.
You come leaping down the hole right as Donald bursts the door open, and you also see Ho Fang like looking at his hands, saying something in Chinese, and there's a single mercenary that is sprawled on the ground about where you land.
Okay, can I stab at him while he's on the ground, assuming he's not one of our mercenaries?
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Is there anything special for him being on the ground, or is that just...
Yeah, take a bonus die, sure.
Neat.
I don't care about this guy. Kill him.
I'd like him to be out of our way, please. That is a 17 out of 81. That's critical.
Yeah, so you do double damage. Don't even bother. You just so like as you come down,
as I'm landing.
Like, yeah, that's right. You just crunch right into him. He is dead right away. It is we went Julie last time, so Nick, you're first this time.
Ah, damn it! I'm taking a shot at the gorilla.
All right, take a shot.
I hope I don't hit. Okay, it's a hard success.
I've never heard you so disappointed over a hard success.
I bet it's really hard to kill this gorilla.
That is max damage.
Oh.
Max damage. So it's and that does that include? No, that doesn't include. Never mind. So that would be 15 damage
For a shotgun?
for a rifle.
Yeah, that's a rifle.
I'm so glad I don't have the elephant rifle. I don't think I could wield that anyhow.
Yeah, that would not be fun to be near that. So you like the door. As Donald smashes into the door and Joan holds onto her crowbar, you just bring the rifle up and with almost no sighting, you just blam take a shot at the gorilla, and you shoot it very well, and that seems to be what breaks Ho Fang out of the "what the hell happened to me" reverie. And there's a moment where he just looks up.
So the bubbling thing is behind me. Interesting. First, I wanted to be on this side, but now.
Well, since I was straining so hard with the crowbar, I basically tumble into the room. I do still have my crowbar. And I see Alexandria staff thing. And the only thing else I can see is gorilla knees. So
Only thing I can see is gorilla knees. Would that lose us YouTube? I don't know.
no,
I don't think
That
so.
sounds like you could order at IHOP.
You know, it's the bee's knees, don't you know?
yes.
Just, gorillas.
Gorilla's knees.
So I'm gonna swing at his knees.
All right, take a swing.
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, you are flustered by how happy the gorilla looks to see you all.
Yeah.
Only sees his knees.
They're happy.
All right, Emma.
Happy little knees.
So I'm gonna run away from the thing, the bloated lady, and just be like, just run. Is everybody in the room at
They
this
are
point?
all in that. Yeah, it's the room with the big red bed on the map.
You don't
Okay, so my
notice the
intent is to run into the room and just be like, she's real. And then what can I gather from the gorilla? Do I gather that he's Ho Fang?
net it.
How do you catch a gorilla with a net this big?
Go for the head.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that is Ho Fang. Yeah, who is now a gorilla.
This is fantastic. We have solved our problems. Oh my God. Could you imagine? We need to call Madam Lynn immediately. Is there a phone in here?
Sure, there's a phone by the bed.
I go over and dial her up and basically like begin to explain that her gorilla was actually an enchanted gorilla. And we've somehow, by our special means and ways, have turned him into Ho Fang, and that she should come collect her Tin because Bob's your uncle, problem solved.
So,
It's time for me to leave.
I'm enjoying the fact that Emma apparently knows Madam Lynn's phone number.
Just off the top of her head.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I'm assuming I'm dialing 0, being like, Madam Lynn.
And they connect you right away. So I'm also enjoying the fact that Emma just skirts by angry, smiling gorilla and is like, excuse me, and just goes to get his phone and picks up his phone. And yeah, this round you are connecting with the directory. Yeah. All right, nobody closed the door.
Oh, gods.
So everybody make a POW roll.
No.
The guy, Tiana, when you stab the guy on the ground, water comes out of his mouth.
I like approximately none of this.
How much
All right.
inspiration do we have? And can I get it?
Enough. You got enough. I
All
made
right,
it. So
Nick,
you need to make
you're-
it.
you got-
I did not
I'm
make
gonna
it.
use
I didn't make it.
inspiration.
Can I get an inspire?
Yeah,
So that's
give
an inspiration.
I got a 0.5.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a hard success.
Oh, I think Nick might be moving up the leaderboard.
Did you get an Emma or an Amy, sir? Oh, that face.
I got
it's an Emma.
100.
It's an Emma!
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh,
Cool. Please take my spot on the Emma board.
Joan, did you make it? With the
oh, totally. I hard critical,
Very nice. All right.
critical pal.
I
Critical
was
pal.
really close to a critical success. Just one of the dice was like, nope.
It just rolled funny.
So you just brought the rifle up, you shot the thing, and as you do that, you like cough. And as you cough, like there's water in your mouth. And all of a sudden, there's just water in your mouth and you can't breathe.
It's okay, I breathe through my nose. I'm fine.
So you breathe through your nose and water comes out.
But air goes in?
No.
That's the
So
problem.
all right, that happens on the early. On 100. Who does Ho Fang? I mean, one of you just shot. Well, actually, one of you is standing right next to him with a crowbar. So
Yeah, I was going to say, because I'm on the phone just telling him I'm busy. I was like, just hang on.
so like 1 moment, please. So Julie, make me I would say make a dodge roll. Would be a very good idea for you.
Okay.
By the way, Birds of Paradise.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
All right, he just got a critical success. So this is going to be double damage as he is going to step on your head. So 1,000 pounds of gorilla is coming down on your head.
Why don't we inspire and see if we can't make it less of a fail versus a
What's
critical
your dodge?
success?
Yeah, because this is double
Okay.
damage. Yeah, let's try and get rid of the double damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Because we don't need you killed.
Didn't make it.
All right.
But I didn't do any of the other.
Yeah.
You didn't do
any of
anything, you
that.
didn't, Emma?
No, I rolled lower, so
But not low enough, yeah.
enough.
So he
We tried, man.
I know.
he grabbed, like, you swing the crowbar at him
Yes.
and he grabs the crowbar with 1 foot, and with the other foot he does this like swinging curb stomp on your head. And then Thomas appears. This is the most Thomas has been on
before.
He found it. He found the fairy wren.
What?
Yeah, he found the Birds of Paradise dice.
Oh, nice.
I think those are fairy wren or birds of paradise.
I should have had those.
Right?
So
Is it Slytherin who won the Birds of Paradise? So we'll
Oh,
see if these actually do anything for players or not.
oh wait. Oh, we're giving that poor guy ones you're using?
No, he's going to get hopefully a brand new set. Or
All right,
that person.
all right.
I don't know
Okay,
if you're-
okay.
That would be
They
neat.
All
would
right.
Yeah,
What
they would get a
happens?
brand new set. But
Boy, we've really built up the suspense here. You take 14 points of damage.
Oh my god.
That's how much I have.
All right, do you have a major wound right now?
No.
Not yet.
All right, you do now.
Now.
So
Head trauma.
there is a horrible cracking noise
Oh, no.
as 1,000 pounds of gorilla lands on Joan's head. Somehow it does not squish like a grape. Make me a con roll, Joan. Did you just fumble?
95.
Oh,
Not
so close.
quite.
All right.
Let's use an inspo on that.
oh yeah,
We
I was
can.
gonna say,
With
I
a
was-
95.
Yeah.
It's not a fumble.
95 we
Go
can.
ahead. Inspire the heck out of that.
Don't roll worse.
Please do not, Emma.
She
There's
can't
only-
see me.
There's only better, right?
Nope.
Oh, I made it. I just got a 45.
So you are somehow you are still conscious.
I'm going to try to bite his foot.
All right, we'll get to you. That was on 100. 80s, Donald.
He's got to shoot this thing, so he'll just level the shotgun right at it, point blank range, and blast the gorilla monster.
You know, Tamago Tora makes a good point. The
What?
gorilla inspiration now goes to Ho Fang.
No.
Mm.
What? I mean,
No. That was GM fiat, which could be counted as GM cheating.
I can't cheat.
Yes,
I
you
have the
can.
rules.
All right.
Okay.
I failed my shotgun roll, but can I inspire that? Because I got a really good shotgun skill.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Use it all.
All right, 64 regular success. So that works.
All right, so roll your damage.
All right, let's see here. I imagine we're at close range with this.
Yeah. Now wait. So if you're gonna fire a shotgun blast, you have Joan and Emma that if you fire on blast, I'm gonna make them make dodge rolls.
Are you using buckshot?
I can't dodge.
It's loaded with buckshot. That's what it's loaded with.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, you're gonna.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
Hello, operator. Ow! All right, he's firing buckshot. Joan and Emma, make me dodge rolls.
All right, Birds of Paradise.
Can I dodge with his foot on my head?
The monkey will
I'm gonna let you because I
All right.
want Tom to kill you, not me. This is beautiful.
So
Yeah,
I-
I totally dodged that. I
All right.
scarred. Oh no, critical.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now I get a critical.
I didn't because
All right.
dodges half your dex, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no.
All right, so you're gonna take half of whatever damage he rolls now.
Okay.
So 11 plus 9, it's 20 damage.
Schnikes. All right.
40.
Jeez.
20. So you
Yeah.
take 10 points, Emma. Wow.
Holy cow.
Wow. And Joan, like with your last consciousness, you're like lying there dazed, and you see Donald's shotgun come up, and you just start rolling out of the way. You're like, no. So Ho Fang staggers backwards, and like rests his arms on the bed, and there's now like blood just all over his chest where he took that blast. All right, that was 80s, 70s.
Okay, we have 2 injured people, one of whom looks very, very bad. I'm gonna run over to Joan and try to do some first aid, if I can do that
Okay,
in
make a
combat.
first aid roll.
Cool. 05 out of 48.
Very
So that's
nice.
a critical success.
All right, so Joan, you have 3 hit points.
Use them
And
wisely.
you also have a major wound. So until you have real hospitalization, if you go down to 0 hit points, you will be dead. All right, so yeah, you run up and you're doing that. Flint, what are you doing?
Holding my breath.
So
And-
make a POW roll. Oh, these dice.
Nope.
You know, Birds of Paradise giveth, Birds of Paradise taketh away. I rolled a
Okay.
99. So all of a sudden, you're holding your breath, and at the last second, at the last breath, you gasp out, and the water just spurts out of your mouth, and you can breathe again. So this turn, you just go. You're sucking in breath this turn.
Okay.
Uh,
Can I take a shot?
oh no, you're too busy being
I
able
can
to.
hold my breath and shoot at the same time.
You know what?
Kinda
Make
how
me
it
a-
works.
Make me a con roll.
They actually recommend it when shooting.
Yeah, but not with a mouthful of water and not being able to breathe. All right, yeah, you are too busy being excited to breathe. Joan, you're getting first aid done to you. But if you want to do something,
Took your crowbar.
Yeah, there's not much. I was gonna say, it's like I got a crowbar, and I I'm just gonna do this.
all right,
I'm right here.
Yes, you wave the crowbar. And Alexander's like, "Stop that! I'm trying to help you."
Hold still.
All right, Emma.
All right, so
So you are being connected to Madam Lynn's. You've also just been shot.
and everybody's still in this room.
Yes.
I'm as fast as I can just be like, Ho Fang is now a gorilla.
That's your lead.
I gotta go.
You hear, as you say, I gotta go, you hear Mr. Wu going, what?
Ho Fang's a gorilla. Ho Fang is Tintin.
Tun
Tun
Tun.
Tun. Sorry, Tun Tun. Yeah, sorry, not the dog. Tun Tun.
Where? What? Did the attack? So the attack worked?
We're almost dead, but Ho Fang is no longer a human.
Is that good?
It's great. Send an ambulance.
Yes, of course. And he hangs up.
I hang up, and if I still have an action, I'm basically trying to get everybody out of the room. I'm like, just go, and like pushing everyone I can scoop up with my stupid fishing net thing and just be like, get out.
So Emma hangs up the phone and then just looks at everybody and like ignoring the fact that Joan is lying on the ground near death, swinging
Just
a crowbar
scoop her
around.
Bleeding out of her ears.
Yeah, just scoop her up.
That
Moving
Flint
on.
is like coughing out water from his mouth, and that there's a 1,000-pound gorilla in the room. She's just like, everybody out.
Yep, party's over. You got to go home. You can't stay here.
So yeah, you start to try and collect Joan and Alexandra, and neither one of them seems to want to go anywhere right now.
I'm a little stuck with Joan at the moment.
Let's see. Ho Fang, so there is a you hear a woman's scream out in that garden, and it's just primal. This is the sound of, I don't know, a woman giving birth naturally. This is the sound of, the most emotional, traumatic pain. And you hear that scream, and then you hear it echoed in the room next door.
Which
And
room
Ho
next
Fang-
door?
Well, the girl was a little girl.
Yeah, and Ho Fang wipes his jaw, and he says in very good English, "And now you will meet my mistress." And on 100, he is going to you know what? He likes being a gorilla too much to use magic. He's
That's good to
going to leap up through that hole in the roof. I'd like to use a GM inspiration, please.
Oh.
Okay, you only got one left.
That is not encouragement, people.
I'm very glad I did that. He nimbly leaps up onto the roof through the hole. And with a roll like that, he even gets to gloat. And he looks back down and he says, "See you on Grey Dragon Island, fools."
Does that gloat give us time to take another shot?
I'll give everybody another shot at him, sure. Anyone with a gun can take a shot at him.
Not me. I don't have a gun. Unless he passed close enough for me to
You
sideswipe
could
him.
throw a knife at him, but
Or if you want to,
I like my knives.
on my hip.
A regular success with the shotgun.
all right,
Yeah.
roll your damage. This is the long range.
All right, so this
The,
is more,
the shotgun.
this will be 2d6 at this point then. So, 4 points of damage.
All right. Flint, what's your shot?
Where'd it go? Can I inspire that?
Sure.
Sure.
It's not good. Not good.
You guys only have 4 left.
God,
don't, we have
okay,
6.
it's a regular hit.
All right, roll your damage.
All right. I have to do math. 11.
All right, there is definitely blood pouring off of this gorilla as he disappears from those shots. All right, those of you without guns, you
Can we
can
give
do
Chase-
something in this room.
Amy looks upset.
I'm gonna do 2 things. First off, I'm gonna unfortunately give Ezra from J. Matthews 85 500 more inspiration.
Mate, we said that wasn't encouragement.
I'm sorry, what?
That's my second favorite Twitch user.
Scroll on the run. There's only one. Just
Yeah.
gonna throw that out there. Then if I have the luxury of trying to do something, I'm going to pull out my fireworks shotgun and try and blast a monkey with fireworks in the butt.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's too funny not to look.
A gorilla, Ho Fang.
Yeah.
Let me be respectful.
Right, yeah.
It's a gorilla.
That's right. All right, yeah. Make a shotgun roll.
Okay. I'm assuming shotgun is just like
25.
everything
Or
else.
if you've got rifle, you can use rifle.
Yeah. Oh, 11. So if 25
Nice.
is the average, what is that?
Hard.
That's
That-
less than
that's a hard.
Yeah, that's a
Yes,
hard
it's
success. All right, so
Thank you. Thank you, Birds of Paradise. What's the shotgun damage?
well, the fireworks shotgun.
I'm sorry, the fireworks damage.
Fireworks shotgun. We'll call
What
it
you say every day.
We'll call it a D8. Do a D8.
Okay.
It's a date.
Yeah.
All right. So 3 points of damage.
All right, and so the room and outside are suddenly filled with just as this comically sawed-off shotgun that just is shoved full of fireworks goes off. Yeah, he gets hit by a firework and does not enjoy it. Alexandra, you can do something.
Is there anything else in this room? Is it just like the outer area in that back bedroom? Where on the map, which side of it are we on?
You are on the side by the door where there are those two there's like two couches and a table.
Okay.
On that table, you see a series of scrolls.
Right. Who's got the satchel?
Yep.
I only have
Yeah,
one
that's right.
grenade.
Emma has it right now.
Yeah, I have one grenade and a
It's got
satchel.
grenades in it, but you know.
Emma, can I have the satchel?
No.
These are the scrolls. These are the scrolls that Ho Fang stole.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, why
need
can't I
those.
carry him? It's my satchel.
Because
I'll just
you're-
give you the grenade. You can have the grenade and I'll keep the satchel.
No. me throwing a grenade is why that lady is out there.
Well, I can't just walk around with a grenade and give you the satchel. It doesn't work like that.
I'll
I
take the
can't-
grenade. Here,
Thank you. Thank you, Donna.
No, I want to keep the grenade.
I'll give it back to you if you want it.
No, I'm not. Here, take the satchel. I'm just going to carry the grenade. And I put the grenade in the net side of the fish of the pool cleaner.
Are you gonna launch it that way? Have it be the grenade
That
launcher?
was- I should have had that.
It's like an
Damn it.
atlatl.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm gonna scoop up the scrolls on the table and just shove them all into the satchel and like latch the satchel shut as tightly as I can, so that if I'm running, things don't fall out.
Okay.
When I'm running, not if.
Joan, you're able to get to your feet. You can do something. You don't want to do a lot, but
No. Actually, I'm fine to get out of here right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm behind you guys. I'm just grabbing the satchel and stuff.
Okay.
That lady's still out there, though.
Just run.
We've got to get out of here.
I
Run.
gotta go.
Do I,
This
do I,
person who was just spitting
do we have
water.
an idea of which way Ho Fang ran?
Oh,
It looks like he ran towards the back wall of the building.
All right.
So he's probably headed. for
Definitely
the-
away from the bloated woman.
Okay. You know what? What a coincidence.
There is a window in this room. You don't know how high up you are. Remember, this is up on a hill.
Right. Well, let's take a look.
Well, is
All
that
right.
gonna?
So Joan staggers over to the
There's my action.
and it is plated glass. And you look down, and there's kind of a 2 or 3 story drop. It's like the face of a cliff. And as you look out the window, you see Gorilla Ho Fang over the wall and out into Shanghai.
Shoot. Gorilla Ho Fang's gone. He just left the compound. We got to get out of here.
I'm,
It's
Take it out.
it's
I'm
not.
assuming
We're not
I'm
going this
already
way.
out of the room. I wouldn't be standing around talking.
So are you going through the door or through the window?
Yeah, the door is open, and that glass is probably bulletproof.
And and it's also like
It's
straight
down. It's too far down. It's
All right,
too far
okay.
down.
As soon as possible, I would have bolted after him.
All
There
right.
are no awnings there.
So
There's a lady outside, and I'm just gonna have to run very hard.
there we go. So you All right, so you all bust out of the door in the thing. Everybody make me a luck roll to see who's smart enough to not look at this thing.
Here we go.
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
Do I get an advantage? Can I try an advantage die? Because I already saw it.
Sure, I like that.
Okay.
I do too. And we can inspire Donald.
Let's go.
I pulled a Nick. It's the exact same thing.
Do you want to use? So it looks like Donald and Emma both missed it. Do you want to inspire those?
We've got 4 left. Should we try?
Oh, if Ezra says yes, it's no.
What are your guys' lucks?
I got
30.
56.
I mean, I'd prefer to you guys not lose more sanity personally.
Sanity schmanity.
I actually have 65 luck, so I'm actually better than I thought.
Yes, you should, because you're gonna probably hit it more than I would.
Go for it.
Right.
I got 40. I'm good.
Nice.
All right. So
Emma.
So
Emma
Emma,
waves
you have
to
seen
it.
this before, so make me a sand roll
Okay.
as you are
All right,
faced with
Burks.
this awful visage.
What did I yell sanity schmanity for? Yeah, if I wouldn't have seen it before, I would have passed, but I saw it before and now I failed.
One of them.
Oh, birds of paradise. I just rolled a d20 for sand loss.
Can I just write the ad for Birds of Paradise? Just be like, good for GMs, shit for players.
What did you get?
Unfortunately, you only lose 4 sanity.
Okay.
Out
I
of a D20, I'll take
That's pretty
it.
good. Yeah.
Out of a D20.
When I said sanity schmanity, I was being.
I'd like
We
to
offered to re-roll. We did.
I'm just like, do we want to? Oops.
Now she's throwing them around.
I'm saying that I might need inspiration when I have to explain to Madam Lynn why Ho Fang is a gorilla and why Ho Fang is now missing. But she can technically take over the town. It's just now he's a magical gorilla who's also magical.
A magical gorilla who's also magical.
Now you're just trying to make an episode title.
No, he's a magical gorilla who can now also cast magic.
Okay,
gotcha.
fair.
Gotcha,
Fair
gotcha.
point.
I thought he was someone who could cast magic who's also now a magical gorilla.
There we go.
Same thing. 100% all the things.
Someone who can cast magic is a magical gorilla. And with infinite lives. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
His
mean,
kryptonite is being killed by people.
right, and most of his problems are people. So,
And this is why Mr. Wu will come into play in my grand scheme of things.
you're gonna make Mr. Wu kill him?
You have a grand scheme?
Oh my
No,
god.
I don't. I'm just saying words that I've heard before.
Oh man, you really are trying for another episode title. Just saying words I've heard before.
This is Emma's 20 intelligence.
Wow.
Oh my god.
There's
All
a
right.
lot of words I've heard before.
So yeah, you guys bust out of there, and in front of you, although only Emma really gets a good look at it, is a malevolent other planar being that has just manifested, and like you all feel you all get a feeling of like there's all of a sudden your mouth is full of a little bit of water. And
if only one of us had like an elder sign sword.
I imagine I panicked just a little bit with that
yes,
feeling.
it's not
Just
great
like
for
nope,
you.
nope.
Not great for you.
Focus.
And you start. Are you running? So the way you came is over the fence behind you, which is kind of towards the woman. The way that most of you came. The way that Emma and Joan came is through the front door of the manor, and you're going to need to run sort of all through this place.
I think that's our only option. We can't
All right,
get
so you
everyone
guys-
over the fence.
You guys turn around and you are
Yeah.
running through this thing.
Run.
And behind you, inexplicably, there's just no way this could happen. A tidal wave is pouring down, and it's like as you run, this wave is picking up speed, and it's a narrow hallway you're running down, and at one point behind you, a door opens, and one of those and a soldier walks out and just gets hit by this wave and smashed up against the wall, and the force of it is incredible. And behind, as you look back, this wave, it's almost like a mouth of a screaming woman as it's just like roaring towards you.
You assume I'm looking back.
Yeah, which one was it?
No chance in hell am I looking back.
You can't run as fast if you're twisted. That's
Exactly.
silly.
Oh,
That's
but
silly.
Joan would totally look back because she.
Since I am looking back, as soon as we kind of, cinematically speaking, after everybody sort of in an Indiana Jones, like, first episode, like running out of the tunnel as the boulder comes behind you, like everybody shoots out of the hallway. Just before before I get out of the hallway, I unclip the grenade in the basket of the thing and launch it down the hallway, shut the door, and just keep going.
All right, that's perfect. Make a throw roll with a bonus die for being awesome.
What is throw?
It's under the T's.
The skill almost at the end.
End, yeah.
Hang on, where's the T's? Where's the T's?
Don't tease
Bottom
us.
of the final list.
Jesus, what number is this?
Unless you put numbers into it, it should be 20.
That's 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 20.
Did
Come
I?
on, Birds
Yeah,
of
it's
Paradise.
Go,
on,
go,
baby.
go.
Oh crap. No,
Oh, no.
it's a 50 and a 90.
Oh,
Okay. Do
Okay.
not crap like that.
I know. I was gonna get excited. As
The
the,
second I
You
was
throw
like,
it off the bottom of the grenade and throw the bottom, and you've still got the grenade in your hand.
Do we want to do something with that so it gets away from you?
I don't
All
know,
right,
does it
so-
bounce somewhere and can somebody kick it? Like,
Emma
does it
threw a
bounce
grenade.
out?
We
No,
have to
you,
live with the
yeah, you
repercussions.
throw the grenade. It does not impact the wave at all, but like there's an explosion, and now part of the servants area is on fire.
At least something's on fire. Thank
There we go. We have to have the Emma fire.
At
Yes.
least something's on fire. Actually, we have to have the Emma fire as a pretty good episode title
Yes.
Kamagatora, that's for you. Any
Yep.
fire.
too. So yeah, you will you make it to the front gate of the compound, and then there's still the run down the hill to the gate where the car is, but you make it through there, and there is just water, this weird like cube of water is covering this entire thing, and standing on top of it is that awful figure that you don't want to look at again.
So which way we
Right.
go?
Just put blinders on.
Out the front door. We're going out the front door. Just go. Just keep following the path down the hill. Don't mind the burning cars.
Yeah, nobody seems to be stopping you at this point.
No.
They are all trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and running and panicking, and some of them going crazy. So yeah, you make it down to the hill. It seems like the bloated woman is not advancing at all, just sort of staying there. You make it out of there, and I think this is a good time to take a break.
I'm like, hold on.
So just like
Okay, we're ready.
What do we
We're
do?
ready for break.
All right, so we will be back just as soon as 6 people can use 6 bathrooms. There are people who don't even get that joke.
Okay. All right.
Welcome back, internet friends. We at the break, we had the party just getting away, and so you're all running down that hill to get away from this place. And as you do that, a lone ambulance pulls up to the gate there. We're going to have one more giveaway tonight. We have a PDF copy of Harlem Unbound that we'll be sending out, and so it's going to be #chaos. So #chaos, and you can be entered to win that copy of Harlem Unbound, which is a really incredible RPG supplement for Call of Cthulhu. It is it's dealing with playing scenarios in Harlem in the 1920s. Sometime when we have when we're going to do a one shot, I might actually run one of the scenarios from Harlem Unbound because they're fantastic. But really, the hit of the book is there's an entire chapter on role playing, cultural and social upheaval in role playing games, and sort of how, as a player and as a keeper, to work with those. And I think it's a really well written chapter. And I can't say enough good things about the book. It's outstanding. It's outstanding. In fact, it's so great that Chaosium, it was made by a third party, and Chaosium licensed it for a second edition. And so they're putting out a brand new hardcover second edition that is done by Chaosium. It's
that is so cool.
It's Chaosium's business model is fascinating. Apparently they've decided that their market is people who have money, because everything they put out is like, here's the deluxe hardback version or a PDF. You can either buy like the Cadillac or a PDF. It's quite a strange, but their stuff is top notch. They're about to release essentially the monster manual for Call of Cthulhu. It's called the Malleus Monstorum or something, and it's 2 400-page books.
Wow.
In a slipcase. It's insane.
That sounds gorgeous and super expensive.
Yeah. I'm an idiot, so I'm gonna buy it. But honestly, I don't run mythos creatures that much, because when you play with people who know the mythos, they're like, oh, that's a shantank. And so instead I prefer to just sort of make weird monsters up that scare me and not be kind of beholden to that thing. And I mean, I think if you're going to GM Call of Cthulhu, that's one of the things you have to deal with. You either have to be like, and you're fighting a deep one, or you have to figure out a way to deal with, the player who's like, well, that's a deep one, and it has 27 hit points, and and so finding that balance is always tricky. I just do it by cheating and not caring about the rules. That's really that's my style.
So Ezra, you're afraid of parrot sharks. That's what I'm taking away.
Parrot shark.
A parrot shark killed my cousin, and ever since then, I have.
Was it a parrot and a shark, or a parrot shark?
It was a horrible accident at a Jimmy Buffett concert. It was.
Thoughts and prayers, man. Thoughts and prayers.
Actually, the accident was being at the Jimmy Buffett concert. So now here come the parrot heads to get me. That's so you limp back to your hotel. I'm guessing.
No,
we're going. Madam.
No, he's leaving a trail of blood. I'm going after him.
So you're going to track down Ho Fang.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah.
We have a job to do.
Joan can point you in sort of the direction that he went. Is this Flint's to do alone?
That's up to other people.
I'm kind of beat up right now.
Let's get in the ambulance.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's
commandeer as I run off.
Commandeer the ambulance.
We're not going to the hospital. Follow that man.
I mean, unless someone has a rifle to loan me, I'm not getting up close to them to a 1,000-pound gorilla with.
I have the handgun up.
I'm not going toe to toe with a gorilla with a handgun.
You stay in the back. I'm off.
All right.
Hear from me unless someone's following.
Flint takes off. Flint is gonna go hunt a gorilla down.
That man's crazy, but he's a man's man.
He's a man's man.
Yes, and men's men are crazy.
Yeah. Just and a fool.
Let's get Joan to a hospital. I heard a terrible cracking sound in her head.
Mhm.
He's not.
All right, so
Sorry, man.
How about
No, I was commenting about hearing the cracking sound from within the head. I'm like, oh, something. Oh,
Yeah, no, it was very, fall down, hit concrete, blood coming out of your ear type of thing.
just think how it sounded to Joan. So you're gonna head to a hospital. I mean, Emma is also pretty grievously wounded with a gunshot wound.
I called the ambulance. This one's mine. Let's get in.
I mean, we can all pile in.
Yes, the ambulance is very confused as
sure.
like 5 of you jump in the back.
Only 4 of us.
Oh, that's right. There's only 4 of you now.
Right? You two are going to
I am
chase
not.
No, I mean
Is
Flint
Donald?
and-
What's Donald doing?
I think ultimately Donald's gonna have to let Flint go. I think this is too much for him at this point. He's been through too much today. I think he's just gotta let it go.
it's been a bad 24 hours for Donald.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, let it go.
Are there like medics in the ambulance who can do like first aid on Emma on the way there, or is that something I should do?
No, there are.
I don't know what Shanghai ambulances are like. I can tell you what
There's-
American ambulances
There's
are like.
one
but-
guy who like looks very worried, but he's gonna he's. Oh wow! Look at that. All right, you get 2 hit points back.
Wow.
That's pretty good for medical care.
Who gets them back?
Medical care.
Emma.
Emma, got it.
So yeah, they're gonna take you off to the hospital for no doubt some uncomfortable conversations. Flint, you get there and you will you get to where she pointed out, and yeah, you can find a fairly easy trail of blood. It very quickly becomes clear that he is traveling on rooftops, so you're gonna need to like clamber up on roofs.
if it looks like if he's doing jumps, do I think that I can just check in alleys and pass between roofs? Because I'm not necessarily, I can do the long game here. Like he has to be going somewhere. So it's not a race. He's faster than me, right?
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, the problem with that is there's some guesswork. You're gonna like, this alley. No, I don't see anything.
Am I gonna? Here's the question that I'm thinking. Am I gonna lose more time having to climb up a roof, realize he made a jump I can't make, climb back down, climb back up, or is it gonna be faster to just jog around and scout and see like, there's blood over here. This is the right trail. So
Make me a track roll.
You like throw it into the microphone?
inspiration.
Sure.
We're like 2, right?
We got 2
Yeah,
left.
but it's a track roll. I should be able to make this. That's an Amy, right?
Oh, okay.
Put him on the Amy board.
Surprisingly low on the Amy board, only. So yeah, so you think that you can kind of track, you get a sense of the direction he's going, but you're definitely going to be a ways behind him time-wise.
Yeah, no, I'm not winning a race. I'm going for the marathon.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're doing your alleyway plan, and it's slow going, but you're doing it. All right, you guys get back to the hospital. They want to keep Emma and Joan in the hospital for a good long time.
I mean, with Joan's head the way that it did, definitely. Emma, I mean, that's up to Emma, but Joan, I think, needs to stay at least for a while. I'm sorry. Your head made a really terrible noise.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, I thought it was close to, I thought I was dying, but I'm back though. Come on. We gotta get stuff done.
You're back, but if a stiff breeze hit you.
How many days are we to the Japanese destroyer?
We're on April 28th right now.
I think it's 4.
Hang on. I didn't take the map. I didn't take the days out.
Yeah, because
think it's 4.
we'll be going on May 2nd and April has 30 days. So yeah, 4 days.
Well, it's 4 days. It gets better.
I mean, so are you guys gonna take the 4 days to kind of rest up and get healed? Is that sort of the plan?
I mean, I think Joan and Emma at least need to.
I have to. I don't want to.
Can we rest at Madame Lynn's and try and get these scrolls translated?
So you two, Emma and Joan, the disadvantage of going to a hospital is now you're hospitalized. They do not want you to leave while you're under their care.
Madam Lynn could arrange for her care or transfer to her residence. I'm sure she has a connection.
True. I mean, I'm sure if Emma asked nicely.
Hey Emma, you should ask nicely, assuming you don't want to get stuck in hospital.
No, if we want to get out of here, I try and use the phone. Again, I'm on the phone. I'm like, hello. I'm like, now I know the number. I'm like, Madam Lynn.
Yeah, Mr. Wu will answer the phone. And
hi, Mr. Wu.
Hello. Did the ambulance pick you up?
Yes, thank you very much. And we have been, we've come out of surgery, right? I mean, just in general, right?
Where are Tun Tun and Ping?
Well, that's a thing I have to explain, and it might be best to explain it in person.
I see. Well, yes, Madam Lin would be very interested in hearing about how your expedition worked out.
It was fairly interesting, but what we would need assistance with is that currently the hospital is not releasing us. And so therefore I'm assuming, have to be released to a responsible adult. To another party, perhaps, that could vouch for our safety and security and medical attention.
Alexandria legit snorts from the other corner of the room.
I see. Well, I think we can arrange that. It might not be until tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. I can wait here.
Very well. So yeah, you're gonna spend a night in the hospital. Donald and Alexandra, you can spend the night in the hospital if you want. Are either of you injured at all?
I mean, I'm still recovering from some stuff earlier, but nothing current.
So if you spend the night in the hospital, you'll each get 2 hit points back. If you spend the night in the hotel, you'll get 1.
I'll stay in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. So you both sleep in the hospital. All right. Flint.
Mm-hmm.
We have a montage of you, like, you don't sleep for like a day. You're this, like, you've got this crazy, like,
I was about to say, have to stop and get a flashlight so I can go through the night.
Yeah, you have this obsession, and you are hunting
the most dangerous prey of all, magical gorillas.
That is an excellent episode title. You make me a listen roll.
Finally, I made a dice roll. Yay.
All right.
Yes.
You hear you end up at a warehouse, and you clearly hear labored breathing inside.
All right, I'm gonna have to. I'm trying to think how I can contact people quickly and not give him a chance.
So that someone else can kill him.
No, not necessarily. Like I can't pick the lock. Well, actually, really quickly, is the door handle, does it really slowly?
It is unlocked. It is unlocked.
Okay, then I'll open it up and I'll get my rifle ready and I'll open and swing in. And
all right, yeah, you step in to this warehouse and you see a 1,000-pound gorilla like huddled in the corner, like kind of moaning.
I shoot. I'm not here to have a conversation, so
all right, take the shot. Yeah, you don't even. Yeah, you barely see it. So
we want to inspire.
Yeah.
Is that your last inspiration?
One more.
That's for the explanation for Madam Lynn.
Come on, Flint.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, it gets too much adrenaline.
Yeah, that's it. You don't line up the shot. You just bring the gun up, like you see him and you're just like, die, because you've still got this obsession, and blam.
It's not the lack of sleep. It has nothing to do with it. That's never stopped me before.
Right. And you miss, and Ho Fang looks up at you. And he's been terribly wounded. And he just looks up at you and he says something in Chinese and just is like looking at you.
And I know that's Chinese and not a spell?
Yes. Yeah, he's not, there's no like I am chanting now or anything like that. He's just, he's everything he does is labored.
I'll definitely keep my rifle aimed at him and I'll ask him to repeat it in English. Please.
All right, he says, you have to kill me. If you don't kill me, I'm just gonna heal. You hunted me. You're a hunter.
Okay, I'll take.
All right, yeah, I won't even make you roll. You can. There is a you just blam from very close distance. There is a shuddered breath out of Ho Fang, and as you are watching, Ho Fang shrinks. The Ho Fang gorilla shrinks back to Ho Fang, and when he Ho Fang, his face is torn off with buckshot. He's got 2 massive bullet wounds all over him. You just shot him,
and he's got the singe mark in his butt from the.
Oh, that's right,
fireworks.
And a firework mark. He's sitting very gingerly, and he just lets out a death rattle.
And I don't turn into a gorilla.
Now you need to make me a con roll.
While it's doing that, the Apollyon gives 500 bits to get Harambe Flint. I've also heard Party Gorilla Flint. What should we name him, guys?
Yeah, that's a hard success.
While we're paused, also, apparently we pushed the wrong button. So #chaos in the chat to enter the giveaway for Harlem Unbound. We actually awarded the original one to somebody that was watching The Price is Right now. So if you want to win it, we want you to do it. So, wow, that's even better. Thomas says he had an unfortunate beer meets laptop incident.
What?
Oopsie.
I hope
crud.
You're not getting a new laptop just because you dump beer on it. That's not how it works.
That's not how this works.
That might be stretching the Gordon Beer sponsorship a little far.
A little bit.
So you dare speak bad of beer.
Yeah, well, Thomas is like, what? Huh?
Dipping the laptop in rice as we speak. So #chaos in the chat to be entered to win Harlem Unbound. How'd that con roll go? All right. So you are
Hard.
surprisingly okay with the racking pain that goes through your body as you are now a 1,000-pound gorilla.
I was hoping succeeding that was the way out of me. Okay. All right.
You also still have your mustache. So you are a gorilla with a mustache.
I am going to shave everything else so that, and I mean everything else. But yeah, I'm going to, okay.
Right. So mechanically, your strength is now 150.
Wow.
You might want to write this down. I don't know.
Possibly, maybe.
I might just want to write down the fact that Flint's a gorilla.
I literally wrote on the bottom of my sheet, Flint becomes a gorilla.
Did you get the new notebook, by the way, Tiana? Did it show
Not
up
yet.
today? Sorry about that.
It's okay.
They said it would be here Saturday, but
I also haven't gotten the mail yet today, so it might have come and I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, your strength is 150, your dex is 100.
Oh my god, you go before Donald.
Your con is 150, so you have a lot more hit points. You are a gorilla, so
how do I, because I'm already at 20 hit points, so how do I go past 20 and how do I, anyhow?
In your max hit points thing up top, you can put that in manually. You will your strength, your con, your dex, all of your you maintain all of your intelligence. You know any spells you know everything you know. You still have all your skills. Your rifle's going to need to get remade, get rejiggered for a much larger finger, or you're just
no. I just have to tear off the part around the
or that yes.
A trigger guard. It's called a trigger guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are a 1,000. You also your jump skill is now 70.
Oh, so it goes down?
What?
And yeah, you are, whenever you want to do gorilla things, you can do gorilla things.
And can a gorilla go shopping for a razor, or is there a barber shop open? I bet they'll do the shaving for me.
Can a gorilla go shopping?
If he has money, and he does. Yes.
Are you like?
I'm not showing up to Madam Lynn's like this. She's gonna think I'm Tun.
You just split out of all of your clothes.
Are you? Yeah, I was supposed to say, are you going to make gorilla pants? What is happening?
Yeah, whatever clothes you were wearing are in tatters around you. If you had a hat on, it's now on, but you're going to need to buy a very large trench coat, probably.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you're right. Priorities, trench coat, because after they shave everything, that's going to be just all showing.
I don't even know. I'm trying to think of what gorilla hair, because gorillas are super short hair. Isn't it really coarse? I wonder what would happen if you shaved a gorilla.
We're gonna find out.
I feel
Don't look up shaved gorilla. I don't know.
Well, you know what? We'll start with just the head. We'll start with the head and just. All
right. So it's like 4 a.m. at this point. Okay. So you shoot him, and you go through this transformation, and then you hear a noise in the back of the warehouse, and walking towards you with a very strange, happy look on his face is Carl Stanford.
Beat him up.
Ooh.
And he looks at you, and he's like, this is fascinating. How does it feel?
Time to put that jump skill to use.
Sure, make a roll.
Yeah.
Beat him to jelly.
Because I actually really don't like him.
Can't imagine why.
Yes, 69.
All right, so you spring,
Nice.
You spring at him, and then you spring through him. He is transparent.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm not foolish enough to be around you now, but thank you for taking care of Ho Fang for me.
How much?
Oh, there aren't words. No. You know what? For a
He
stop,
starts busting crates up.
liquor. Well, I mean, are there crates of liquor in here?
Yeah, you find you just pull out a bottle.
Okay, and I give him the finger and I just walk out.
How much alcohol does it take to get 1,000-pound gorilla drunk?
Gonna take a lot.
Well,
As you are walking out,
Measured in bottles.
as you're walking out, he says, "Do say hello to Donald for me."
I have the bottle in my teeth and on both fingers.
All right. Yeah, you head out, and are you going back to the
Many
hotel?
hours before I show up and improperly prepared. I have a feeling finding clothes is going to be a nightmare. I'm just going to have a poncho because that's all I'm going to be able to. I just have a tarp with a hole.
I was gonna say, wear a tarp.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find right now you have like a tarp wrapped around yourself that you found in the warehouse. So are you heading back to the hotel? What is your?
I mean, we're not.
No,
at the
first
hotel.
is I'm going to do my best to find establishments that don't completely freak out when I show up, but I am getting a shave. I doubt I'm gonna have to find a tailor who's gonna custom make something for me.
Make me a credit rating roll.
My bigger question is, tonight, do you just sleep in an alley in a poncho?
Can I
The saddest gorilla to ever gorilla.
can I use Gorilla to augment my credit rating?
I don't think. Nope. That.
I'd
If
like
anything,
to pay you, but if you're not going to take my money, I'll rip your arms off.
I mean, intimidate is a thing.
Yep. Intimidate.
Your intimidate skill is much better now. Yes.
Well, we're going to start with the credit roll. That is a hard success.
All right. So, in a triumph of money over common sense, you find a tailor who gets you like the biggest trench coat he can find, and he takes measurements and he tells you that he'll have clothes ready for you in a couple days. He doesn't have anything that will fit you except this trench coat, and he'll also recommend to you a barber. Sweatpants. He'll recommend to you a barber that you go to.
Ooh, if he can call in advance and warn him to not freak out.
Yeah, that the tailor says he doesn't speak English, but he knows that when a gorilla comes, the gorilla wants a shave.
Not the mustache.
Oh,
Everything on the face, keep the hair. I want to just clean
Okay.
up.
all right. So he tells the guy that, and you hear laughter on the other line. And then you show up and the guy stops laughing. And this is the first test of your newfound immortality, because this guy butchers you. Not like he's not trying to kill you, but he is killing you. Like you are getting cut left, right, and center all over your face. He's A, terrified, and B, not used to shaving a gorilla. And so
I'll stop him and I'll hand him the bottle. That helps steady him out.
all right. But every time that but the weird thing is you're not really feeling any of these cuts. Maybe it's the alcohol, who knows, but you're not really.
No, that's just how manly I am.
So you are now terrifying as this like weird pink head with a mustache and then white gray gorilla hair everywhere else. Yeah, and you as you're walking out, you steal a hat off the hat rack, and so you have a hat and a coat now that.
Well, I have a tarp and a hat.
Yeah, that's right.
Soon
Well, no,
I'll
you
have
got a coat. You got a coat from the tailor.
Oh,
He had a trench coat.
I thought he had to take time to do that.
No, the clothes will take time. The trench coat.
Okay.
He had so yeah, so are you headed back to the hotel?
Do I think that they're at the hotel after what happened? I don't. I'll check at the hotel. I'll optimistically go to the hotel first.
I mean, the good news is you can just climb up the side of the building and like.
I'm not an animal, Ezra.
Just reenact King Kong. You know you want to.
All right, so you're going to go in the lobby. So you have to get your key from the registration.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so you walk up and you're like, "Could I get 4C, please?" Which hotel did you go to? The one that you burnt? Oh, you don't know that one burnt, do you?
We told
I know.
him.
No, because they told me
told
they
him.
came
Yeah, that's right.
with burnt things.
So are you going to the Grosvenor or the
Yeah, it
Imperial?
would be the Grosvenor was the last one you were all at, right?
Grosvenor is the one that burnt.
Yeah, we haven't been to another hotel since. We went to Madame Lynn's, and then we
You know
went
what?
from Madame Lynn's to
I won't ask
Ho
for
Fang's.
I won't ask for the key. I'll just ask if I'll just give the names of my companions and ask if they've checked back in, if they're still here.
He says no.
Well, I tip my hat and wish him a good day.
When you tip your hat, she shudders.
So it's Madame Lynn's.
All right. You walk up to the gate of Madame Lynn's, and they let you right in because they kind of recognize you, although they're not used to seeing you in a jacket. One of them says something to you in Chinese.
I only speak English. I'm sorry. And I walk on by. I mean, they're not closing it on me, right?
No, they're dumbfounded. And when you get up there,
I want to do the bad foreigner thing. Every time they look shocked, like, English, do you speak it?
You get up there and Mr. Wu he comes out of the courtyard and he's like, "Why are you wearing a hat and a jacket? And where's Ping?"
I have no idea where Ping is. And I'm wearing a hat and a jacket because it's civilized.
Mr. Wu fails his sanity roll.
As Ezra blows out his microphone.
Is Emma here? Alexandria? Donald?
Mr. Wu's like backing away. You can talk?
Yes? No, I can't. No, I'm unable to talk. You're losing your mind.
Tun Tun?
What other explanation is there?
Why? Why?
The pressure's finally gotten to you. That's why.
Go to the bamboo. Leave me alone. Go to the bamboo.
Oh no, I'm going in my room. I go inside.
That's your room. The bamboo is your room.
Walk inside.
All right, yeah. You walk inside and you go to the room you were staying in.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to that bath.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah.
I'm taking a nap in the bath.
You walk in and you just drop the trench coat and you plunge. You take up all of the bath now. You are the bath.
I can just see myself like all scrunched up in it, like
that's right, yeah. And
splashing water up.
Every once in a while, you see Mr. Wu just like looking in.
Can I throw a sponge at him? Little privacy.
And then Madame Wu comes in. Madame Wu. Whoa, Madame Lin.
Whoa, what's happened since we've been gone?
Madame Lin comes in and she says something kind of stern in Chinese to you.
I'm gonna let this play out. This I'm just gonna sit here.
She reaches behind the door and she grabs a switch and she walks up and just starts whapping you with the switch and like saying something in very angry Chinese.
Then I burst out laughing.
She says something else and you hear Tun Tun.
Now I've got bad news to tell her. Okay, how do I do this? I'm thinking.
Like, so
Tuntun's
you
dead.
you actually do that. There's a beat and you let out
Oh,
a breath, and like she stops hitting you with the switch and like takes a step back.
And I say, Tuntun is dead. I'm sorry.
Who are you?
God, oh, I've forgotten who I am. Oh my God. No, I'm
And then you feel the mustache, like, oh yes.
I'm Flint. I'm still Flint.
You're the American who I know that mustache.
Yes. It's magnificent.
How
It defines me.
how are you a gorilla? What?
Well, so Ho Fang killed Tuntun, and then he became a gorilla. Then I hunted down Ho Fang and killed him, and now I'm a gorilla.
Ho
Circle
Fang
of
is
life.
dead. Ho Fang is dead.
Ho Fang is dead. Oh, I give her the address of the warehouse. His body should still be there if you need to confirm it.
She immediately like gives Wu the address.
But
And-
be very careful because he
Edward?
was a practitioner of dark and horrible arts.
He turned you into a gorilla. Obviously, he turned you into
Yes.
a gorilla.
That's what happened. It was him. He absorbed Tuntun. And then when he died, magic. That's what happened.
I don't understand all that stuff. Well, I'm very sorry that you're a gorilla.
Me too. It's not how I plan this day going.
Are your friends all right? They're supposed to be. They're at the. I heard they were at the hospital.
Yeah, Joan had her head crushed pretty badly, and then Donald accidentally shot Emma with some buckshot. I don't know why you.
Is Emma all right?
I mean, she was running pretty fast, so it didn't seem to slow her down.
He didn't shoot her in the face, right?
You should see her.
I should. Well, I'll look forward to your full report on what is going on. I have to go to the hospital.
Okay. And I splashed more water on myself.
It feels good where you've been shaved. It's very itchy. So yeah, at the hospital, you hear some rapid, angry Chinese being spoken. And then Madame Lin bursts into your room and walks right up to Emma and says, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, we'll be fine. Joan had a massive trauma to her head.
But are you all right?
I should be okay. I mean, I'm at 12 minutes. Yes, I'll be fine eventually. It just takes a while for these things to heal.
I'm so sorry that you were hurt.
Well, here's the thing. I'm kind of sorry because, well, things didn't go exactly as planned, and Ho Fang is now a gorilla. And then I'm like, and then open one eye, like, just waiting.
How did Ho Fang get turned into a gorilla?
Well, apparently, magic gorilla, something. Ho Fang's a gorilla.
Are all of us in the same room, or are we in separate rooms?
Yeah. So, because Ho Fang killed Tuntun, he became Tuntun?
Well, I didn't exactly see what happened. You could guess that that's what happened. I mean, I don't know exactly what's happened, but Ho Fang's a gorilla. He's very angry, and he's gone. He left town.
But
Flint
am
was-
I awake or not?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah,
awake? Okay. But Flint went after him.
Yeah, I mean, Flint went after him, but I also don't expect Flint to live because he crushed Joan's head under his foot and practically killed her.
Flint is your friend with the mustache.
Correct.
We have to save him.
I
We don't
think
know where he is.
I think he'll be just fine.
He is an odd man.
Is there a roll that I can make to interpret what that tone of voice means?
Is he?
You can make a psychology roll.
Okay, he's
Oh.
not in the hospital, is he? Did he make it back to your house? I don't understand. Where is he?
I better make a roll for her here.
Yeah.
Oh man, birds of paradise.
I got a 10, so I made it.
Ooh.
I mean, yes, there was definitely like the way she said that was ominous.
Like, look at her. You know, I'm tucked up in bed, and under the covers with me is the satchel of scrolls, but they're pretty well hidden because I'm not letting anyone else touch them right now. It's like, right. What do you know? Where's Flint?
I'm sure he's fine. I'm interested.
How are you sure he's fine? He went after Ho Fang.
I'm just like watching her intently.
I'm so upset that I don't give a shit. I'm just like after, at in her,
Madam
in her face.
Lynn, who told you we were here?
You called Mr. Wu and asked
that was-
me to get you out of the hospital. As soon as I heard
Missed that part.
As soon as I heard that Emma was injured, I of course came rushing over here because I could not live with myself if that star was removed from the firmament.
Aww.
That kind of barfing. Like, she can't see my face. I'm like,
Aww.
Well, Ho Fang's compound has been obliterated, and he's running away.
And where is Ping?
Oh Lord.
Things that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know where my other gorilla is.
I think your gorilla can take care of itself. We were a little bit busy trying not to get killed.
Oh, lots of other it was horrible there.
Was Ping like Tun Tun? If you kill Ping, do you become a gorilla?
I don't know.
The magic rubbish is a little beyond me.
Well, can I make sure that you are all I will get you out of this hospital tonight,
Oh, thank you.
and I will make sure that you are taken care of.
Very well.
And she calls somebody and has a quick conversation with him, and the universal language of "Do you know who I am?" is brought into play, and she comes back and she says, "You've all been released into my care. In about an hour, Mr. Wu will show up here and bring you to a safe house."
Your house isn't safe?
If Ho Fang knows that my gorillas were involved in an assault on him, my house is not safe. I will not be going back there. We will send, and if your friend shows up, I will make sure that he is brought to that safe house as well.
Right.
So, in an hour, Mr. Wu will be here. I will see you all then. Emma, if you'd like, you can stay at my safe house.
I'll stay with my friends for now until we see Flint.
Your esprit de corps is a beautiful thing. And she will leave.
I'm gonna give her a moment to get a little ways away before I ask, do we think that was actually Madame Lynn?
I don't know.
Our
It's
enemy
pretty
is,
cool.
is certainly capable of making copies.
This is true.
Shoot.
And she was very ominous talking about Flint.
So do we pack up our stuff and go get it to another hotel?
I think that might be a good idea.
I don't know if a hotel's going to be good enough for us.
Or try to call.
Yeah, call her. Call her.
Call her right now.
Yes.
Because if she is who she says, if that was
She'd
the
be
real
in the
Madame
car.
Lynn, she wouldn't be here.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I pick up the phone and
So
dial.
You have to go to like the nurses station.
Yeah, I go to the nurse.
You now have the phone number memorized. And Mr. Wu answers the phone.
Hello, Mr. Wu. Is Madame Lynn available?
No, she's headed to the hospital to see you.
Okay, perfect. All right, excellent.
How
We were
long?
just
How
concerned
long?
that she was.
How long?
Hang on 1 second. What?
When did she leave?
So how long will it take her to get here? We're just curious when she left.
She really should have been there already.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just wait for her. I'll hopefully pack my clothes. I would like her to come get us out of here. So again, thank you very much for your help and consideration.
Of course.
Have a good day now. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
I only said it once. Why?
I think we get out of here as soon as possible.
So you are
But it
not
is-
waiting for Mr. Wu.
He didn't say he was coming.
Well, he doesn't
Did he?
know yet.
He doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can Joan move? Is Joan safe to move?
I mean,
That's
so far you haven't spent one night in the hospital, so you
Oh,
haven't gotten anything back yet.
I'm at 3.
Actually, you both, Emma and Joan, you both get 2 hit points back from medical treatment.
Yeah, because it's like 6 o'clock in the morning at this point, isn't it?
It is very late at night.
Because it was like 4 o'clock in the morning when Flint was doing all the shaving stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, it is the morning. It is the next morning. So yeah.
Okay, so we've all gotten hit
Yeah,
points.
you all
and
get
stuff
2
back.
hit points back.
Okay.
Yay!
Wait.
So, I mean, it's really not safe, but it's no more dangerous, I suppose, than going wherever Madame Lynn wants us to go.
I tell you, I feel like we ought to find out what she's up to. There's something there that maybe we can get to the bottom of instead of just avoiding it.
So should I tell the nurses station that Mr. Wu is sending a car and that we should be able to make our way?
So, do you think it's better for us to go wherever Mr. Wu is sending us?
Or to go out on our own?
I don't know. I just know if there's something going on, I'd like to find out what it is. I also like to find out if Flint was successful. If Flint is out there,
If Flint was successful and actually killed Ho Fang, then he's probably a gorilla at this point.
Mhm.
And if not, then he is a squished pile of jam somewhere.
Or he's talked somebody else into killing the gorilla.
Also potentially possible. the look on Nick's face.
I mean, I'm just saying is that if he was smart, he would have used his money to pay somebody to kill the gorilla. I mean, stranger things can happen in the streets of Rome, let me tell you.
I will point out, Emma, that Flint is a man's man and therefore not terribly intelligent.
Everybody keeps saying that. What does that mean? He likes men? Is that what it's about?
Oh,
No, he thinks with the wrong head. And we'll just leave it at that.
Got it.
That's a
Okay.
terrible way to become a gorilla.
Sorry, Donald. No offense meant.
I'm sorry. I'm too sleepy and tired and maybe up and frustrated and exhausted to even notice.
So what are we
Fair.
doing? Are we leaving?
I mean, if we're going to deal with this head on, then I suppose we go with Mr. Wu and
Yeah.
find out what
What's
there
going
is to find out. But she was very ominous when talking about Flint. And I don't know
Mhm.
what's behind that, but I don't like it.
I'd like to know what she knows, if nothing else.
Yeah. And if that's the case, we can't, Donald's right. We can't avoid her.
well, we can ask Mr. Wu if we're going to meet her at the house, at the safe
She's
house.
And we would I'm assuming we'd have to call for her because she said that she was going to a different house.
There's that. But also, I mean, maybe Mr. Wu knows something about what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, there's an invitation for Emma to go to her special safe house. Maybe we can all join Emma in that visit.
I think it was a one only invitation.
All right. It's worth a shot. We follow her.
Oh, let's go to the safe house itself first and see what there is to see. Maybe see if we can pry something out of Mr. Wu on the ride over.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So
And I still have the satchel attached to me with the scrolls.
Alex,
Flint.
we have to get those translated. We only have
make me a listen roll.
Ooh.
Flint.
Ah.
Oh, I hope it's the sound of breakfast being made. Okay, that is a critical success. Do I sizzling of bacon?
Oh man, a critical success. All right, so you hear like crashing and glass breaking, and you are able to like rise up out of the tub as Ping tears through a paper wall and starts yelling at you in a language you don't recognize.
Whoa, Salazar, whoa.
And he's just like,
just breathe with me, breathe. You're not breathing.
He is like, every muscle is clenched.
How are you doing?
Where Corbett?
Ho Fang killed him.
Corbett dead?
I nod.
You Portuguesa?
Say again?
You Portuguesa.
Portuguesa. Not. What is that?
You speak Portuguese?
No, not at all. Well, no. Nope.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah, but not well.
Well, so you can make a Spanish roll with a penalty die.
No, I can't. I mean, I can physically roll the dice, but I can physically roll any dice. I mean, here, let's. It's a penalty dice. Oh yeah, here we go.
So, hedonistic, either Neil or Niall wants to give Ezra 500 bits to make a sanity roll.
We always have these debates. Did you make it, Nick? No. All right. You will get that he is saying something about Corbett being dead.
That much I know. I actually told him about that.
What?
He's very angry.
So what about you? Do you have any plans? You want to, get some clothes? I had a lovely shave today. Took the sideburns off.
Where go?
Where do you want to go?
Corbett tell Salazar where to go.
It's been how many hundreds of years? You gotta make some decisions on your own eventually, right? I'm going to some sort of cursed dragon island, apparently.
He will turn on his heels and he'll like go back through the ripped thing, and you hear the bamboo like shaking as he goes back into the bamboo forest. And you think you hear Light crying.
If I go and pat him on the back, is he gonna try and tear my arm off?
Probably.
On the plus side, you're immortal.
Let's give it a spin then.
All right. So
I'll
you
sit with him and try to
find out, and you see inside the bamboo there is a there's like a little hovel that looks like this is where they stayed. And on like there's one like bed that is just a nightmare of broken sheets and messed up stuff. And then there's what is clearly Corbett's side, where there's a couple of books and some reading glasses.
Ooh.
And, a very nicely made bed.
Hey, guy. Hey. I pat him on the back, sit down next to him.
All right, make a charm roll.
Do I have to make it? Or just, do you just want me to roll? Again, do you just want me rolling dice?
I mean, or offer me a social skill if you want to try.
Yeah, I'm going to roll the dice and tell you that I got a 67.
All right. So, I mean,
I'm just being genuine right now. I'm just trying to like,
so well.
Like, hey, on the plus side, you can go sleep inside now. You know, it's not all bad. I'm going to get some real breakfast soon. What do you eat out here?
Sleep inside?
Yeah. You know, you saw I was in the middle of a bath when you crashed through the wall. Have you taken a bath anytime recently? They're nice.
No in-house.
Yes, in-house. Yeah.
Salazar, no in-house.
Oh, yes, Salazar, yes, in-house. The bath is still warm. You could take a nice, relaxing bath. I'm going to get us some food. You want something to eat?
See.
They make nice dumplings here. I'm gonna go see if I can get some of those dumplings.
Excuse me. You talk with them?
They freak out.
Corbett say no talk.
I'm not Corbett. I'm not playing that game. No.
Not Corbett.
No.
Who are you?
I'm Flint.
Flint. Who's Flint?
Who's Flint? Me. The mustache? You remember the guy with the mustache? Look at this mustache.
Mustache. Salazar stay.
Here? Well, do you want me to bring some food out to you after I
See.
Okay. All right. I'll go get a towel and dry off. It's probably going to take more than one towel. God, this gorilla thing just not what it's cracked up to be.
I mean, you should shake off a bit before you go inside.
Yeah. I'm sure she's got servants and stuff. They'll take care of it. I'll wipe my feet off at the torn opening to the house. But
They're not used to the gorillas being inside.
Well,
so Wu will come back to the hospital room and he'll say like, oh, I guess Madam Lynn came in right after you called?
Yes, and she said that we should wait for you and that you would take us to a safe house.
Yes, I'm supposed to take you to a safe house. I hope you don't mind staying upstairs from a bar.
Nope, totally fine with me.
I legit burst out laughing as I look over at Emma.
I was like, sounds like the best place to hide ever.
I don't think that's
I'll
going
never see it coming. And so yeah, he will have you in a nice black sedan. He takes you to a bar in the International District, and above it is a safe house that is essentially a big room with several beds, a bathroom, and a kitchenette kind of thing. And he says, I'm terribly sorry that it's not as nice as normal. We have we're getting everyone out of the house, out of Madam Lynn's house as quickly as we can.
Have you seen Flint at all? I like watch his face intently while I'm asking that.
No, I have not. He doesn't seem to.
Okay. All right. Well, if you see him, send him our way. I'm a little.
Of course. Have you
worried.
seen Tun Tun or Ping?
No, not recently.
What happened to them at the assault? What happened with the assault? Madam Lin said that Ho Fang is dead.
She did. He got away, but he was seriously injured when he left.
Ah,
Why did she say he was dead?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'll have to check that and let you know. Is there anything else that I can get you before I go?
Do we have food here?
Oh yes, of course. Anything you need, just go downstairs and they will take care of you. We have a couple of guards making sure that you're okay, keeping an eye on things. If you ask the gentleman outside this door, he'll get you whatever you need.
Thank you.
I like have my hand on the satchel as I glance at the others. I'm like, do we ask? Okay.
So once we're alone, we can talk about it.
Fair enough. All right, so yeah, so we'll thank Mr. Wu and send him on his way.
All right. So yeah, he heads off, and you guys are in a safe house.
Yeah. Why did he say that Ho Fang is dead?
Yeah, that's a very excellent question. Why would Madame Lin tell him that when we told her what happened?
Should we ask for are there English? There's got to be English newspapers in this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're in the international court district, right?
That's a good idea.
So we could ask for a newspaper and see if he is dead and showed up in the newspaper. I also think we should unroll one of the scrolls and see if what it looks like.
Looks like Chinese to you.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I'll pull one out and put it on the table that I imagine is in like the main area and roll it out very carefully.
It looks old in Chinese.
Okay.
We need to get a translator, and we have 3 days before we go with the Japanese. I don't know if that's enough time to get the information that we need before going out to Grey Dragon Island. On the plus side, at least we won't have, maybe won't have Ho Fang to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
We needed these scrolls with the seal, that site.
Say that again?
We needed these scrolls to seal the site, to make it so it can't be used. What was it?
We need the scrolls in order to put the pieces of the keystone back together and seal up whatever is unsealed. And that's going to be essential for whatever we do at Grey Dragon Island.
I mean, if Joe's in better shape, she could do research, but she's not able to. Is there anyone?
I'm feeling much better than I was.
You look terrible.
You had your skull cracked under a 1,000-pound gorilla foot. Make it a little slow, maybe.
Yeah, I understand, but didn't Silvano have an English to Chinese English book?
It's in the satchel, yeah. When she says that, you look in the satchel, and it's modern.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose the question is, how much has Chinese changed since this was written?
I can try and see what we can get.
Are you going to look at every single one of these little pictures and look through the book until you see that picture, and then figure out what the word is? It's not that simple.
No, but if I can see how it's built, I might be able to pick it out from a grouping, because it's not just all random. It's grouped. So I should be able to do something. So, but I can't go out. I'm not going to shoot things, but I can do this.
And you read hieroglyphics. The pictographs is the same idea, just a different language.
Exactly.
Pictures made of lines.
So I understand the aspect. I just need to get how do they work?
Can we get you some help? Someone to help you with the translation?
Question is, do we bring someone in?
No, we don't bring anybody into the house. We can't.
Yeah.
It's a safe house.
Madam Lin would obviously have to know what's up, and we would have to come up with a cover story to figure out how to get that person in here and then not let them leave.
That's right.
And have no access.
Because we don't want anything to come out about these scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
If she gets the scrolls, she'll want them back.
So
I mean,
I'm going to go downstairs and ask for all of the English-speaking newspapers to be sent up to us every day with,
And some
and then
food.
just give the laundry list of meal request.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, they will have tons of food. About is this the one I'm looking for? Nope. So about is it here we go. So Joan, you dive in and you start working on this, and about noon, Mr. Wu comes back, and he drops. He says, "We have found something. We found notes on the translation that was taking place. We sent. It turns out that Ping came back from the house.
All right.
And
So he made out.
Ping came back with all the papers that he could find from the desk. We may have asked we asked Tintin and Ping to look for a few items for us.
We could have searched, but we were in a hurry.
And these appear to be, unfortunately, we don't have the scrolls. But and as he says that, like Joan is like scooping the scrolls into like a desk drawer.
Into the satchel, yeah.
We don't have the scrolls, but we have these notes of what the translation was. And I am going to put these, if I can find, I should really bookmark that damn
The Google Doc.
The Google Doc.
I know, it takes me forever to find it every day or every time.
What is my size now? Did I miss that?
Oh, great call. Your size is 150.
Jeez, crazy.
Holy crap. So if you need to say break out of anything, just a thought.
Yeah.
Physical damage bonus is plus 3d6.
Yeah, you should be punching people.
Oh no, I have a knife.
And effectively immortal.
Go with a club, a bat, telephone
I
pole.
got a knife, which is pretty.
Now we're playing champions. I'm gonna go ahead and read this for the benefit of our home audience. So, let's see here. It says, the ineffable eye must be worked into a natural substance which is innately hard. The unrivaled light of the marvelous eye transcends taint if all evil presences have been dispatched or dispelled. He who first chants must be able to visualize the gift of the elder sign. Of those signs sealing the festerings of the dark god, the most potent is the eye of light and darkness. Inscribed into the substance of a high place near the haunts of evil, and no further than 30 li, which is a Chinese measure of distance, from them, the eye expels the evil strength for so long as the sign exists. The eye must be crested the afternoon before the full moon rises. Each eye should reflect the lore of the place it is carved, and no two eyes shall be exactly the same. At moonrise, the blood of an innocent man must fill the pupil of the eye once per drumbeat from then to moonset. As the first blood is given, chant the words Sama, Sama, Teyo, Sama, and continue until the moon sets. When next the moon rises, the eye opens to ward and to guard. Gather the friends of good to work this wisdom, for too few shall surely fail. The wondrous eye must not first burn where evil beings or creatures lurk. Only one incorruptible eye may guard a location. The blood for the pupil of the winnowing eye must be fresh. All who chant must detest evil. So that tells you something about the ritual that you need to do.
And on the calendar that I have is I'm assuming a new moon is a dark circle and a full moon is a white circle. So looking at the calendar, I have the 8th of May. So it's actually a week after is our next full moon, a week after the Japanese take the island or try and take the island.
As long as we can clear the island, we can take all the time that we need to find an innocent man to help shed blood.
I was thinking the gorilla is not close enough, huh? Because they can shed lots of blood, right?
So one thing that it does say, and it says, gather the friends, plural, of good to work this wisdom, for too few shall surely fail. This is not, it doesn't have to be human sacrifice. It can be a lot of people giving some blood.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and do we feel like this is something that is, no person born of a man can kill me type of thing, where, you have to be innocent and a man in order to do it? Or is it not quite that literal?
That would be a question for a translator. What was the, because it could be that the language, there could be there are languages where some pronouns have masculine or feminine readings, but they're not necessarily always reflecting masculine, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Who knows? You don't know enough Chinese to
I
make
don't know any Chinese.
So yeah, that is the work that and you don't believe Mr. Wu saw the scrolls. You guys concealed the scrolls, so he doesn't know you have the scrolls.
And I would ask Joan to verify Joan, can you verify this can you reverse engineer this to verify that this is actually something in a scroll? So if you take the English words, translate it into Chinese, and
then see if it can find them. Yeah.
So that'll make this much easier. You find that chant, you find the characters for that chant, and then you start working on the translating of that.
Okay.
Flint, so you bring Salazar some food, and you bring out the plate, and Salazar is super hungry. He just dives right in, and he's very appreciative. Obrigado.
And I attempt to match his enthusiasm because I have not eaten in quite some time as well.
So you bring extra out.
Oh yeah. I bring what I think is going to be enough for 3 gorillas because I'm not too good at estimating. I just try and get them to make a ton of food. It's mostly rice, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a lot of rice. Okay, so yeah, you feed Salazar, and at a certain point, Mr. Wu comes out, and he will knock on the door, and he looks very scared.
Oh, come on in.
Is that still Ping?
I mean, his name is Salazar.
His name is.
You call him Ping, but
you can talk to gorillas?
No. I mean, I can talk to a gorilla, but he happens to be able to speak some English. Do you talk to gorillas?
No, because they're gorillas.
Well, no, but you're talking to me right now.
So
you see how it's a difficult question to answer.
Yeah, yes, I'd like to stop thinking about that. So I want to let you know that your friends have been moved to a safe house.
Oh.
And the madam would like to ask if you want to join them.
Sure, I think that's a good idea. Can Salazar come with us? I don't want to leave him alone. He just lost a friend. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation with this. Really appreciate it. So when do we leave?
I'll check with the madam. We are getting everyone out of here because we're worried that Ho Fang will attack.
Well, he's dead.
Yes, of course. His men will attack.
Ah.
And
but it's Stanford you need to be afraid of.
Is he the white man?
With the glasses.
Yes. I see. Madam would like to talk with you briefly. And so he will take you. Salazar he won't go in the house.
Okay.
Salazar no in house.
Salazar can go in the house.
No, it's rule. Salazar no in house.
New rule. New rule. House is okay.
Corbett say no in house.
Well, I'm going in the house.
Corbett go in house.
Well,
Salazar no go in house.
you can go in the house. It's up to you. It's your choice. It's your choice, buddy. It's up to you. You have the power.
Okay.
Go in the house.
Yeah, you will come in, and Madam Lynn says, I trust that you are going to go and stay with Emma.
I mean, I think that would be best.
Yes. We are abandoning this place and going underground for a little while.
Okay. Can Salazar come with me? He just lost a friend. He's really shaken up about this.
Now, how much do you know about this magic that has affected you?
Not much. Kind of hoping it wasn't going to happen.
I see. Now, what I'm about to say might sound like a threat, but I want to assure you it is not a threat. If I were to kill you, would I become a gorilla?
Most likely. However, there's a catch. And that is, you would eventually go insane.
I see. And why is that?
It's part of the curse. Ho Fang asked me to kill him. Corbin asked me to kill him. Corbic.
Corbett was Tuntun.
Tuntun. And the gorilla that they met in the temple that turned them asked them to kill it.
So if I kill Hang, do I become a gorilla?
I don't know, but I would be cautious about exploring that lest you find yourself begging. Corbic was begging us repeatedly to kill him.
Tuntun served me very well for many years.
The first words out of his mouth when he spoke to us was, "Please kill me."
Why did he speak to you and not to me?
He didn't think you'd kill him? I don't know.
Interesting. Well, let's get you off to that house with your friends.
Okay, let me go pick up a few things.
Of course.
I'm going to go meet up with Salazar.
All right. Salazar is not in the house.
No, he's outside.
He is not where you left him.
Time for a track roll?
Sure.
I should be good at this. I'm not good at this. Crap.
So you start to look around, and you hear a grunt, and you come around the back of the house just as you see two of Madam Lynn's people like looking at Salazar and like putting their hands up, and Salazar looks very angry. And right as you turn the corner, Madame Lynn plunges a spear through Salazar's heart. And Salazar grunts in pain. Oh, pace. And slumps. And all of a sudden, he is an old, decrepit, sad man. And you hear Madame Lynn say something in Chinese as she starts to just burst forth, and she is now 1,000-pound gorilla. And she looks at you and she says, "Isn't this marvelous?"
You're gonna need a shave.
And I think that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
That's perfect.
It's perfect.
Who won? Who won? Did we do the winner?
I was like, I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, there was a winner earlier for the book. I don't remember whose name. Shadowbeard, maybe?
Maybe.
Now, if there was Shadow
Black Moon
Mustache,
Bear.
I could truck with
Black
that.
Moon
Black
Bear,
Moon Bear.
congratulations, Black Moon
Yeah.
Bear, you won. And again, don't forget, Great Gabo Kit. Drop an email to contact@questsandchaos.com to let us know, and we'll get that prize out to you. Thanks so much. I had no idea that Madame Lynn was going to become that you guys were going to tell Madame Lynn that she could become a gorilla. That's awesome.
Oh God.
We will be back here next Saturday for another episode. Oh, our quotes. I had to do too much role playing this time to write down a bunch of stuff. The only thing I can see is gorilla knees. I want to keep the grenade. He's just a magical gorilla who's magical. That might be the winner. I like that a lot. You have a grand scheme. At least something's on fire. And of course, we have to have the Emma fire. He's crazy, but he's a man's man. It's been a bad 24 hours for Donald. The most dangerous prey of all, magical gorillas. That's also not a bad episode title.
Like that one.
Or he's talked someone else into killing the gorilla. That's mainly just for Nick's expression when that was brought up. That was great. So yeah, we will be back here next Saturday. Don't forget Monday, Carbon 2185, the possibly the big finale. This will be the undiscovered country of Carbon 2185. Hopefully it won't be that bad. That's not.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah.
I like that.
What's the one with the whale?
Oh, jeez.
That was the Voyage Home. That was Star Trek 4.
Okay.
Undiscovered Country was 5. Oh God, I'm blanking.
Undiscovered Country was 6, wasn't it?
Hang on, the internet can tell me.
You might be right. I've blocked most of 5 out of my memory. The only thing I remember about Star Trek 5 was, what would God want with a starship?
Yeah. 6
Cyborg.
was the Undiscovered Country.
6 was the Undiscovered Country. All right, so my initial one was right. All right. So Monday, Carbon 2185. Tuesday, the Chaos Agents are back doing chaotic things. And then we're back here on Saturday. If you get a chance, if you've not done it so far, go to our YouTube page and subscribe. We are so close to a nice round number on there. I think Thomas said we're 12 away from.
You know, some jerk is going to give us the 13th subscription and ruin it all.
Yeah, and then we can't take a screenshot of it.
Also, if you have not gone on our Discord is a great community. There's all sorts of fun stuff. Now that they've gone through it, I'll put up the map of Ho Fang's Manor there in the Discord so that you can all see the place they tore through. Hey, whatever happened to that weird wet lady? I wonder. Huh.
She's
I
cool.
try very hard to avoid aspects of Nyarlathotep.
I'm assuming that
and this one was way too primal for my taste.
I'd like to at least imagine that she's just hovering over the compound, looming, and people are just like, go near the compound.
Is that going to make the international papers?
She just screams during the night with that.
Strange localized typhoon currently over destroyed man.
The weather report for this week.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for your likes, your subscribes, YouTube. We love all your comments. It's great to hear from you. This is a community, and it's one that, I mean, this has been, the past several months have been rough, and so this has been great to have this community and our friends to get together and laugh for a night and take our mind off the hellscape that is the outside world. So good night, internet friends, and arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor, please.
Yeah, make it a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Bye.